I'll take you there with my power.
Well, look at that, boys. Here we are in the randomized Link to the Past world. I suppose we should create a profile. Look at all these strange glyphs from a lost civilization. Boys, I don't know what none of them mean. But these good old-fashioned letters, son. Ben. It's short for Benjamin Franklin, a proper name. A proper name. So as you can see, the randomizer program uses the 1.0 like original Japanese Super Famicom cartridge, Zelda Triforce of the Gods and such. But when you run it through this program, it just gives you the one file, but it shows all your items there. Now I'm just doing this kind of on a whim. It's just Saturday and I was here relaxing and I was like, you know, I should record a randomizer for that crowd and everyone should hopefully have a good time. So I don't have any kind of item trackers or anything that you kids might be used to if you watch the professionals. The professional randomizer runners. And then that code at the top is like a hashtag or something that you can use to sync up like for randomized runs. It just prints out a code based on items. I believe the Final Fantasy randomizer had something similar at the bottom of the title screen. Well, enough lollygagging. Let's get into it. Ben's house. One of my favorite places to spawn. Look at that little feller, son, plucking gumption. Now, I've used the basic standard settings, so don't expect anything too crazy. Like, I didn't crank everything to the nuts right to start with. So we're just going to kind of go through the game. We got to get all the 7 crystals and beat Ganon. Very first chest had a heart in it. It sounded a bit off-key, but it was there. Okay, we're out here. We have no weapon, by the way. We're not John Freeman, who was Gordon Freeman's brother, by the way. I don't know if I've pointed that out. What say ye, sign? Randomizer, the telepathic tiles can have hints. Well, that's good to know. Well, you're like a red spear soldier, and I'm just a humble elf boy who woke up to justice this morning. I didn't even eat breakfast, unless you count a full heart container as a breakfast. I'll beat you eventually, son, using Ferme-LaBouche style. Boys. Popularized by William Wallace, that famous Frenchman. God, the ghost of William Wallace would be so pissed right now. Okay, we're gonna go down here and see Link's uncle because he's still laying down here. I like to think in this continuity, like Zelda's telepathic message didn't motivate Link to get out of bed when it was during the stormy night, and so his uncle's just been laying down here until Link woke up at like 10:30. It's a Saturday in Hyrule too. Bombs. I better use these wisely, Uncle Peppy. Peppy's like the uncle of the Star Fox team when you think about it. Peppy Oji-san, I believe they call him. In the Japanese version, I'd like to think. Does the Japanese version of Star Fox use English lines? It's like Resident Evil. At least the classic Resident Evil games use the English dialogue, but in the Japanese version has subtitles. It's one of the reasons why the voice acting is so stilted in original Resident Evil, because the voice director was Japanese and wasn't a native English speaker, so they just chose the English that sounded like the most enunciated. It's the same reason why, as a non-Japanese speaker, I can watch animes that a lot of people would probably consider trash, but because I don't know the voice acting's bad, I can't tell. I'm just like, move to tears. Move to tears. Take off every zig for great justice, son. When I found out they set us up to bomb and that all of our bases, not one base remained under our control, all of our bases were belonged to them, was I wept openly, for there were no more bases to conquer. Why'd you have to come towards me, piece of shit? I just realized I can't really get the items in here because I have to kill these Moldorms and I only have 2 bombs. I've only got 2 bombs. We'll have to go elsewhere for our adventure. I'm not used to not having swords and boots and gloves and such, you know. You're like, I thought that's how every playthrough starts. I'm like, yeah, but by the time I get to the end of it, I've forgotten that version of me. Oh, they randomized what these little bush crabs drop. So we have full magic now. If only I had like a magic wand to use. Okay, we can get the chest in here and then we can drain the water and see what lies beneath. Harrison Ford's wife that's going to pull him into the briny depth. Well, I got money. The winter is cold. I've got plenty of gold. And I'm standing in line for a loaf of bread, son. Powerful words. Set to the Tetris theme. I solved the puzzle. You could tell because it played music. It's the music that they chose. So the gorillas know. Well, more money. Ain't I spoiled? I could try to carry this fish all the way to the bottle vendor. Yeah, we need to go to Kakariko Village. Here, you can have this fish, idiot. I say that as we make our way over here to the cave where that one sage descendant hangs out in the vanilla game. God, I'm not used to going through the desert without boots. I've been through the desert without Pegasus boots. It feels good to get out of the toots. There's a drawn together reference in there you could piece together. I'm only coming up here because I have bombs, and one of my wise uses of bombs is going to be to blow this open. Now, what do you say in the randomizer? Do you say something humorous? I once had a fish dinner. I still remember it to this day. Must have been good fish. Buddy boy, what's going to be in here? A sword for me to have? More money! Oh boy, now in randomizer, you don't give a shit about saving and quitting, so you can actually use it to get around quick. Let's start at the sanctuary. Hey, Zelda. Hey, the priest. Hey, Zelda, remember that time you went back in time and turned into a dragon? 'Cause I sure as hell don't. Will you two let me out of here? I can't run. Don't look at me. I'm like pre-Eastern Palace. I'm like a baby. It's like a baby's toy. If little Elijah Wood and his friend in Back to the Future 2, if that cafe Marty had gone into in the future had a Super Nintendo kiosk set up with Link to the Past running, first of all, it'd been the raddest fuck shit of all time. My old man ass, 2015 was 9 years ago. I was younger than I am now in this theoretical situation, boys. I think I've given myself an existential crisis. I'm like Humidibot. I thought maybe there'd be bombs here. What do you say? I'm just some dude. This is Blind's Hut. I mean, that's like Dragon Ball Z Abridged. They took everything about that character from the vanilla game, because in the vanilla game, that guy's like, hey, did you hear a thief named Blind used to be in here and this was his hideout? I hope he's not the boss. Oh boy, a sword. I hope he's not the boss of the 4th dungeon. I'm healthy and wealthy. Wise. Well, that's still to be discovered. We're going to need one more bomb to get the secrets in the well. Luckily, there's a store here. And we've got money. If we've got anything, we got money. Honey. And I've got the time. I've got the time. Okay, so we won't go down the well just yet. We can buy from the bottle. So this is the guy you can bring the fish to. Wow, I bought 20 rupees for 100 rupees. Talk about the deal of the century. Now, there is an item here in Sweeping Lady's house, but unfortunately, we need a bomb. I've been known to buy a bomb or two in a video game in Minecraft. Are there bombs in... Yeah, the obtaining an item thing is like been down pitched. I guess Minecraft has the TNT, right? Isn't that what you kids... Bees! Stay back, I'm the hero! See, you made me use the secret technique my dying uncle taught me. He's like, I'm not quite dead. He's like Mustafa or whatever from Austin Powers, Will Ferrell. Okay, we can use the secret shed when we need more bombs. There's also rats in there to slaughter. If we're the kind of heartless asshole that would slaughter rats. Not that I know any JRPG villains like that. Okay, what's in the back of the bar? Heart pieces. For once, I agree with James Rolfe. In the randomizer, they're more like pieces of fart because they don't do nothing for you. Okay, I can blow open this lady's I like how their storage shed is just inaccessible. I guess there's maybe a door in the back that you don't see. I don't know. You can't quite get in there from here. Yay. Material wealth. Ain't I the richest boy in the land? If there's ever been a 10F video you could justify watching at least 1.5x speed, if not 2, is this 10F randomizer, at least before I get the boots. Just pretend I have the boots by manipulating the speed of the video. Bombs have been used quite wisely. Secrets and treasures for me. Ooh, the moon pearl. Now I don't gotta be a pink bunny rabbit. And the swimming shoes, also known as flippers in some cultures. Some folks calls them flippers. I calls them swimming shoes. Mm-hmm. That elf boy's a little feller. No bigger than a squirrel. No bigger than a squirrel. Okay, let's go up into the woods. Let's woods away the worries. Right? Now, does the fortune teller in the unfortunately designed goatsy hut here give us clues in the randomizer that are useful? Tell me, you happiest looking motherfucker. Negative. By the black cats, nothing doing. Okay, that was interesting. I guess that was worth 20 rupees. It's a good thing I'm loaded. It's a good thing money has no sway over me. Which one of you two is getting killed? With a thrown sign. Is it you? No, because I killed your friend. He's like, you what? That's what killed him. It wasn't my sword strike. It's knowing that his best friend and close mate that he's always doing guard duty with was killed. Remember, the soldiers are just possessed by Agnum, aka Ganon. And yet we still slaughter them indiscriminately. Or maybe we're banishing them to the next dimension. Oh, I'm healthy. So yeah, all the heart containers are randomized. Have you seen Andy? He was looking for a prize either medallion. Now I'm going to assume that refers to the famous randomized speedrunner Andy that always plays as Pug Link. I thought about playing as one of the different Link sprites, but I figure for this vanilla randomizer, we'll just go with vanilla Link. I found a book in the woods. Nothing bad can happen when you got a woods book. Oh, by the way, I talked about this when I was playing Link to the Past for you kids for my Not Christmas special at the end of last year. But the randomizer makes it where LNR cycles through your items. Talk about spoil. Are we going to bet it all? Let's bet all this damn money we've been finding on big cash money. Big cash money, baby. Oh yeah, that's what you love to see. Isn't that exactly what I did with the bottle vendor? Paid 100 and got 20. Here I sat, good and plenty. Paid to loot and only got 20. Son, write it on the bathroom stall. We'll leave the Blumpkin brothers alone for now. Let's see what's in their secret cave that you got to beat Agadan to get into, though. Speedrunners hate it. Okay, good. It's just worthless garbage. It's just worthless garbage. If you're lucky, you can get through one of these randomizer seeds without having to fight Agnaham and change the world state. Like the opening to Inuyasha. I want to change the world state. I want to read that sign, but there's a jelly blob dancing in front of it. You hate to see it. Excuse me, sir. Cave to lost old man. Okay, it's nothing. Now, even if we had the glove to get in there, we don't have the lamp. And so not only will Jafar, when he's disguised as that old beggar man, be really, really mad at us, but we won't be able to see. And I'm not good like the speedrunners. I don't have the dark spaces memorized. The crevices. Well, where are we going now? We could go do the Eastern Palace, like normal. We could also go in the bottom of Hyrule Castle, where you normally rescue Zelda. There is a couple of chests down there. Chesty LaRue hangs out down there. As a matter of fact... Oh no, that's right, you need the glove. I was going to say we can go in there and blow open one of them walls, because there's 3 treasure chests in there. I'll fight a red guard with a fighter shield, or fighter sword no shield. I don't even give a shit. Even if you cheat and use the world geometry to your advantage. He's like, you mean take cover? Like, yeah, ain't you ever played Counter-Strike? If you do anything to preserve yourself and don't just run around spraying like an idiot, it's cheating. You ain't never gonna raise your rank on the server from 2 to 1. I don't need big magic. Sorry. We can't go to the Waterfall of Wishing area because we don't have the lifting gloves. No, wait, we can because I have the swimming boots. Oh, no. We could get to the witch's hut, but you still need rock lifting gloves to get back there where the waterfall and where King Zora is. You kids know. You kids know about the sequence of Link to the Past. You can't break the sequence till you know it. Okay, Saraha Shaharla. Where's your green pendant at? Go earn the green pendant in the Dark Palace. So it's like the reverse Nega World version of getting it normally. So yeah, he gives you an item for the green pendant just like he would normally give you the Pegasus boots. The hammer! If I didn't already have sword, I would now have weapon. Now the hammer has the same attack power as the tempered sword, I believe. It's just very short range. Oh, we earned an extra heart. James Rolfe's like over there cooking chili with extra beans, and he's like, you're about to earn an extra fart! Jesus, James Rolfe. I know we're playing a classic video game that you would have actually played in your youth, but there's no reason to get that excited. Okay, you crowd need to get the hell out of my way. Now, we can actually go into Dark World now. With this hammer, we can access the portal that's to the south of Link's house, above the swamp area, or the marsh area. And we have the Moon Pearl, so we wouldn't become as pink bunnies. Hey now, bouncing Armo statues, your hitboxes. Now, we can't do the whole Eastern Palace without the lamp in logic. Okay, so you'll notice we're hearing the Dark World dungeon music. That means this dungeon actually has a crystal at the end. They randomized the crystals and the pendants, which I guess you would have picked up on that when Sarlaha Saharla there was like, hey, get my green pendant there, I dropped it in Dark Palace, and then pull my finger. Oh God, a little air from pull my finger jug. I need some water. I need some water. The compass, oh boy. My favorite item. Now I know where the boss of the Eastern Palace is. Because I'm Tenfei, and I've never fought the boss of the Eastern Palace in Link to the Past / Triforce of the Gods. We have to go to these rooms over here to the right that I never go to. It's where you would normally get either the map or compass. I don't know. It's been so long since I've cared about the maps and compasses in these dungeons that I legitimately... Like the Misery Mire. It has all kinds of rooms in it that I don't really know about. I'm just having fun smashing pots. I knew that switch was right there. Don't you look at me like that. Now, if you had the hook shot, you could just cheat. Well, at least we can open the big chest. Now, even if we get past the dark room, you need the bow to complete this dungeon because there is at least one Armo statue in the dark room above the big chest who demands to be shot in the eye with an arrow. Jumping ass skeletons don't impress me. You don't impress me much. Oh. I can't stop getting big magic. Nothing to spend it on. Ooh, the hook shot. I'll be boinging down the walls, boys. What you got to say to me? If all else fails, use fire. I mean, hard logic to argue with when you think about it. When you really stop and think about it. Get the hell away from me. Smug ass skeleton. What's in the big chest? Oni-kun. $300! Oni-kun. I don't think that works with Kun. I think you have to put Chan at the end. I think you gotta put Chan at the end. Alright, we're gonna try the advanced darkness technique. Here's what you do. See how your sword's got a little glitter at the end of it when you charge it? You can use that to kind of see where you are. And if we go through... Oh wait, I forgot you have to step on this button. I remember how the dungeons work. Okay, we're in a room full of skeletons, and there's a pot over here we need to lift. We did it! I want this rupee too. Can you get it? I'm holding up and left. Where the hell am I? I was trying to shoot that hook shot that whole time, and it was like nothing mattered. All right, get me out of this room. Now, remember, those things are still in the halls. SpongeBob ain't written them a ticket yet for being in the halls. And now if we go through this door over here, it's just that easy. Now, the speedrunners and such can go through every dark room in the game like that. I can't do that. We ain't got all that. Should we use the pro strat? The pro strat is you get hit, and when you're blinky, you can walk into them and press that button. I said you can walk into them and press that button. Okay, we can't advance any further. Let's save and quit. Where am I going? My house. I'm going back to bed. You can never get back in your bed. Look how sad he is. All he wants is a few more winks. All right, now that we're more equipped, we've got our basic fighter sword, and I guess we'll call it the fighter shield. Why not? You got to do your fighter flight shield response. I was standing there like an idiot pressing A to activate my Pegasus shoes. Link's just sitting there on the ground holding his feet up in front of him. And he's like, and this is where I'd equip my Pegasus shoes. If I had some. Ironically, the Pegasus shoes would have helped Timmy Turner's father win that foot race that he originally got the trophy for. Damn you and your Neo-like ability. Oh, the skeleton bubbles stole my magic. I wondered why I wasn't at full magic. It's a secret to everyone, but I'm here to rob you, because I'm the hero. It's not Robin if you're the hero. That's why they call him Robin Hood, son. I'm sure there's at least one mod to turn this little elf boy into a fox boy. Like that game, Tunic. I need to play Tunic. Okay, now we have the flute, and we can activate it, but we gotta go back to town. We gotta go back to town. Oh, we could enter the desert palace. I completely forgot I have the book. You kids didn't say nothing, although without the glove, we don't know if we can complete it, because you have to have the glove to lift the rocks to get into the back. Man, red rupees are dropping like blue rupees today, son. Elf boy, you jerk. If that little bunny rabbit made a float to put into the Homestar Runner holiday Thanksgiving float parade, he would just be standing there with a megaphone, and there'd be a paper mache crude elf boy standing next to him, and he'd just be yelling, "Elf boy, you jerk." If you don't get that joke, it means you don't watch enough Homestar Runner, and I'm sad for you. I'm not mad for you. Come back to me, Fairy Chan. I'm gonna get you with my... I know I'm on a different plane of existence. She came up there to me. See, that's the problem. She was teaching me a lesson. I was being too controlling. Oh, don't forget, we've got L and R. We got L and R. Yeah, everyone's real fucking impressed by this animation. First time we've ever seen it. We're not even a half hour in and I'm getting petulant. What can we do in here? There's an item on the pedestal in here that we can't get without Pegasus shoes, unfortunately. Pegasus boots. I knocked you out of your sand pool. Where's your sand pool at, Antlion? You're all mandibles and no sand pool. What happened to your sand pool, Antlion? I know a thing or two about smoking some Armoses with pots. Armos pots. Ooh. A single key, that means I can go in the right room. Ray Charles can sing that we're in the right room, baby. Uh-huh. While drinking an ice-cold Pepsi Cola. So much money. You'll notice we can get over 9,000 rupees in this version. We can get 9,999 to be specific. I like to think that's what Goku's power level was when Vegeta read it, but he didn't want to discourage Nappa too bad, so he just said it was over 9,000. Technically not a lie. If there's one thing Vegeta knows how to do, it's tell a lie of omission. Okay. Well, let's go open the big chest, and that's about all we can do, really. And sometimes that just has to be enough. Sometimes you've got to tell yourself, you know what? I managed to open a big chest in an ancient palace today, and that's enough. I'm gonna go treat myself to Dairy Queen, boys. Get an Oreo Blizzard, but tell them to add Butterfinger to it, son. Live like a king at the Dairy Queen. Oh good, it's just a shitty map. Sour grapes on the... That's not even sour grapes, because I don't want that. I legitimately don't. You're like, sounds like what a fox boy who wants some grapes would say. Okay, so this is... We'll have to come back later. I guess let's go get that heart piece that's up on the ledge. That vanilla heart piece. We'll never know if it's the actual heart piece that would normally be there. I assume each heart piece has its own individual ID number for where it normally spawns in the world. Or maybe it doesn't. Maybe I'm full of shit. Who knew? You're like, my God, I watched Tenfei for damn near 15 years now. And I just now realized he has no fucking idea what he's talking about. How come nobody said nothing? Okay, let's go activate our flute. Flute boy's afraid to activate his flute, is what they'll say if I don't. To the sanctuary. Give me some princess kisses to fill my hearts up, son. Man, I want the Pegasus boots. Golly gee whiz. Hey now, that hook shot should have hit you. Piece of shit. Take a assessment of ourselves for a moment. Yeah, we're not doing too bad. We can actually enter the dark world here as well. Above the village, you just need the hammer. No, it's not true. It's underneath a regular rock, isn't it? Let's take a look. We can actually pop up right here. Yeah, we need at least the power glove. Lucas ain't gonna give it up, even if he believes it's actually really bad. I could drink water while y'all hear a nice song. And just like that, we were granted duck power. Duck power. I guess we could see what's in the library and the ledge game. The maze game ledge. Boy, the library is aggravating to get into, son. They need to do something about that. 10 arrows. Be still my heart. I guess we'll see if it's worth it first before we go through the actual maze. Yeah, red rupee. Falling over myself. Alright, let's go see what's in the ice cave, whether or not it's a nice cave. Blowing up. Jellyfish monsters. Crab battle. The crabs are one of the most damaging enemies in the game. I keep forgetting we have the flippers. And I also keep forgetting that we can just do this. Instead of having to open the menu, we could just get on with our lives. What you got for me, buddy? Ooh. Master Sword. So the way the swords work is there are 4 sword items. And as you find them, they're just the next level of sword. So when you have no sword, any of those 4 sword items would be the fighter sword. And then once you had the fighter sword, the 3 remaining items are a master sword. And such and such. The bow works similarly, as does the shield. As does the shield. Now, remember, we can warp away the worries through the whirlpools. And actually get to King Zora and the Wishing Waterfall that way. I just got to remember which one warps you there. I think it's the one in front of this island. Oh, that's another thing I can show you that's definitely improved in this version. And also we need to go visit Bridge Hobo. Now, remember in the vanilla game, I assume you've either played this or watched my full playthrough once again from Christmas 2023. But you had to come in here and slowly throw rupees into this fountain, and for every 100, you could upgrade your bombs or your arrow capacity. Well, in this version, you can just walk in here and buy them. And if you leave, they restock. So at the most, you just have to run in and out. I believe you need 7 of each, or 1,400 rupees. All right, we're going to go visit Bridgeboro. The glove! What are you doing up there on the island? If I had the mirror, I could get it. The gloves are mirror-like. Now, the gloves work just like the sword in that there are 2 glove items. So whichever one you find first is the power glove. Then you can get your mitts on the Titan's mitts. Oh no, y'all are up on the bridge. Wow, I deflected that while swimming. I didn't think he could hit me down here. What's up, hobo bro? Wow, 1 rupee. I feel like you might need that. I don't think you could summon the bird down here, can you? Nah, he doesn't understand what under the bridge is. He's never heard the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Although, ironically, it's his favorite JoJo stand. You know? Okay, what are we doing now? Should we go ahead and enter the Dark World? We've done a lot of what we can right now. Right now. Bon Jovi, start singing. Now, with the Master Sword, I keep forgetting I ain't got to open the menu. No, we can't do this, you idiot. You need the gloves. Damn. What should we do next, then? By the logic... Now, the randomizer has logic. So, by the randomizer's logic, we can't go to the mountain. No, wait, we can go to the mountain because we have the flute. I was going to say, we can't go to the mountain because to get through the old man cave, you normally need the lamp. I like how the Desert Palace rolled its vanilla blue pendant, which I think is the pendant of power in this one. They hadn't quite got the red, blue, and green Ganon, Zelda, Link, courage, wisdom, power dichotomy going. Probably because every time someone tried to explain it, they said all that word salad I just spewed, and by that point, whatever executive they were talking to, Miyamoto had already blanked out, and they would just shake their head no and walk away. Okay, it's real funny, Miyamoto. Your quote-unquote random boulders spawning all up my ass. Oh, he's clever. Shigeru Miyamoto, the greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing the world he wasn't Shigeru Miyamoto. Did you see that fucking thing dancing after me, doing the Dempsey roll, coming after me, son? I'm telling you, I just have one last one from Hell's Heart. Miyamoto's Ghost of the Machine threw it at me. His same AI that controls the enemy spawns on the overworld of Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link, control the boulder spawns here on Death Mountain. You can't prove it's not true. Yes, I'm so glad that we did all this. I'm so happy that we did all this. We could try to use the Death Mountain escape. No, we can't because I don't have the mirror. I wanted to make you kids think I was cool by using a cool term like Death Mountain escape, but I forgot I need the mirror. All right, let's go back to my house and see what we can figure out. We need a glove or the magic mirror. All right, this is going to put my, hey, do I remember all the little random fucking items in this game abilities to the test. We got everything we can in the desert. Can't do anything at the Haunted Grove. We've gotten the things out of the little waterway thing. We've been in the back of that cave. We've been in the Ice Rod cave. Oh, we haven't warped up to Zora. I got so excited visiting Hobo Joe under the bridge, son. I was overwhelmed by not wanting to feel like I felt that day, son. Okay, so you bring us over here. So yeah, it is the one in front of the Fountain of Happiness. I don't know what you actually call that little island. The Ice Palace Island, a la Light World, you could call it. If you were some kind of pompous jackass. Yeah, you thought you had me. Oh, I forgot I got sword beams now. We got sword beams now. I talk about how they're not the most satisfying Zelda sword beams, but in situations like this, see, that's another thing that's nice about the randomizer. It makes you appreciate the sword beams. It's like how the Final Fantasy I randomizer makes you appreciate the whole overworld map. So, oh no, he's coming for me. The worries. The worries. The worries. But I warped away. Now, what they do in these fairy fountains here is instead of throwing the boomerang and the shield or whatever, there's just 2 randomized items. Oh, good. Fantastic. We did get another heart container. Now, if we had an empty bottle, we could throw it in there, and it's randomized that it gives you the same thing every time per seed. So it could end up being like blue potion, or it could end up being a bee. All right, there's 2 items up here, one on the ledge and one we're gonna have to pay 500 rupees for. That's fun. And I can't even run away from you, crowd, or E through you or nothing. Ooh, the magic powder, that will get us... I want to say we can activate the Mad Batter. I don't think we need a glove to get to the Mad Batter outside the Dwarven Smithy. I think we just need the hammer. We could also use it to fight those smug skeleton bubbles. I still don't understand why you can pick these enemies up on the rare chance you stun them on land. I don't know if it's like a programming oversight or if it's just what Miyamoto wanted. His archaic vision. You better give me something good. There better be a pair of gloves up your ass. The lamp! I don't know which would be worse to have up your ass, but I'm not a big fish man. Well, that puts the Eastern Palace back into logic technically, even though I think we still need a bow and arrow. But it does open up taking the old man up Death Mountain. And it opens up all of Hyrule Castle, because the escape you need the lamp for as well. I don't know why I'm slowly walking out of here when we could just save and quit or flute. Since we walked, we might as well finish walking. Might as well be walking on the marsh. Huzzah! I say let's go inside Hyrule Castle. Pretend it's the beginning of the game. And that we're the hero. You're like, it's a big stretch, Uncle Tiffany. Like, hey, now listen here. You can insult me all you want, but not the elf boy hero. But not the elf boy hero. I think they put these 2 blue soldiers here so that when you're doing your assault on Hyrule Castle, right after you get the Master Sword, you can specifically knock the 2 of them back over and over with the beam. Sword beam. It's like a power fantasy. What the hell? We'll clear Aghanim for fun. That'll give us an access to the Dark World. I forgot beating Aghanim gets you access to the Dark World. I forgot about the game's actual mechanic, like vanilla, quote-unquote, plot progression. We're not going to do that first. I just walked up here because I was talking about it. And I want Aghanim to know that we're coming. Now, you either need the Master Sword or Greater to do that, or you need the Cape or the Staff of Bryna, I believe, will both get you past it as well. I'm just trying to teach you kids, so when you're doing your own randomizer playthroughs for YouTube, for your own small but dedicated fan bases, that you know what's happening. You know what's shaking. That way your fans are watching and you're like, I could tell this guy watches Tenfei. I could tell. He's giving off all the classic Tenfei signals. Speaking of the calf of Bryna, I was about to say, the Staff of Bryna. I finally have something to use my magic on. Get smoked. Oh no, I was going to knock you overboard. I was going to knock you overboard. Oh no, please don't come running over here. If only I had a ranged attack. If only I had a ranged attack. I like the thought of Link coming down here to rescue Zelda at the very beginning of the game, and he already has the Master Sword. Zelda's like, where the hell did you get that? Link's like, my uncle had it. Turns out Link's uncle was the actual legendary hero, just nobody believed it. He wasn't elf boyish enough. Oh yeah, hydration. Synthesis. I like how they put this one little random B2 floor there just to show how deep you're going. How deep the rabbit hole goes. When Morpheus shows up with his peels, you can be like, oh, I've already been down the rabbit hole. Yeah. I've already seen Zootopia. Alright, and what's locked up? Of course, the most important, most best item. Alright, let's think. We'll do the back half of Escape. I figured this would be faster than walking all the way out of Hyrule Castle. We could have gotten those 3 heart containers beside our bed, but I'm not that worried. And you kids shouldn't be neither. Hey, here's your sign, buddy. Now, if you don't happen to have sword beams and these 2 assholes come at you, ooh, a Master Sword spin attack will humble them too. They really are the best facilitators of the Elf Boy power fantasy. It'd be a good name for like a Sega Master System action RPG. Ha! Look at that. Me and Zelda must have already pushed this open last weekend. Better not be no snakes in here, or rats. I better not be having to slaughter any cute rats. Nibbling on a hard-boiled egg, or God forbid, a Ritz cracker. No, I went out of my way to kill that rat, and I gained nothing for it. I gained nothing for it. It's so nice to be able to like one-shot these snakes, because I'm down here with the Master Sword of the Master Lord. Snake. Snake. $20 in the sewers. The ninjas hurt. Oh no, I need a key. Wait, how could I need a key? Is this place connected to Aghanim's tower as far as the keys go? Maybe the key is actually locked behind the door, because if we had the gloves, we could open the grave in the cemetery that lets you fall back there. I guess that's the case. Damn. Damn. Randomizer's trolling the shit out of us today, boys. Let's go take that old man up the cave. Maybe he has the vanilla mirror. If not, maybe he has my damn running boots. Oh, wait. I need Zelda to kiss me. Once on each cheek. And I need her to tell me that I'm wasting away to nothing and cook me a big spaghetti dinner. In this scenario, Zelda is my Italian grandmama. Grandmama Zelda. You tell me there ain't at least one grandmama Zelda out there. You might be watching this video with your grandmama Zelda. And she's like, he's right. You are waste away to nothing too. I make for you borscht. Oh wait, we can't take that old man up there because I ain't got that glove. Damn you, that old man. I'm just gonna go kill Aghanim. It's what they want. It's what the game wants. It's what Shigeru Miyamoto wants you to be. An Aghanim killer. That's what they call the Master Sword. The Aghanim killer. I'll leave the Red Spearman alive. It's just because I think characters clad in red and wielding spears are particularly cool. You got lucky. It's like how Spike Spiegel could have never beat that crazy, like, brainwashed nut job Pierre LeFou, or whatever the hell his name was, from that Cowboy Bebop episode, if he wasn't horribly afraid of cats. And also Spike's has heterochromia because one of his eyes is artificial and only sees the past. And so it reminded the guy of the white cat that he used to see when he was being like tortured and brainwashed into being a killer clown assassin. You're like, wow, that's Cowboy Bebop, huh? The mature adult anime everyone says I have to watch. It sounds real swell, Uncle Tenfei. I'm like, it's not my fault. I'm doing a bad job of selling it to you. If you could only watch one Cowboy Bebop episode for me to convince you it's worth watching. God, I kind of want to say Toys in the Attic, but I have like a bias against, or a bias for that episode. I've talked about it before. Go to my shorts. You're like, you're what now? Go to the shorts section of my YouTube channel and look up the Bald Head Fred short. Where I'm playing Resident Evil 2 as Hunk. Now see, well, I'm assuming if I didn't use this key here, could I take it down in the sewers and open that door? I don't know how it works. Get the hell away from me. I got a magic ball of light. Like I'm fighting the Dragon Lord. Like I'm Lotte or Erdrick, depending on how you takes your localizations. Oh, the big magic. Me and Elaine Venice both licking our lips, thinking about getting that big magic. Of all the Seinfeld episodes and moments that have become like necessary Tenfei lore, I can't believe Elaine Bennis lamenting not being able to get the quote-unquote big salad at the diner they were forced to go to when they were temporarily unable to go to Monk's. Would be amongst them. That's the Tenfei experience, boys. Alright, I got lasers, so I ain't scared. I'm gonna step into this room like that motherfucker stepping out the bathroom in Pulp Fiction and gonna unload this Master Sword, son. Set forth in a path of righteousness. I knew there was a Bowman here. Michael Bowman. He's not a bro man. Yeah, nothing but like red rupees and full magic containers, son. We've been spoiled. This is what it looks like when you go through here without the ether medallion, by the way. Oh no. What's that? Is the terrain helping me, the elf boy hero, for a change? Look who's going to be on the forums complaining about it now. Now that it affected them. A heart container is in Ice Palace. Thanks. You're lucky James Rolfe ain't got here with his crayons and Sharpies to vandalize that sign, son. Not since they originally wanted to call Pac-Man Puck-Man has there been such a call for vandalism. So Scott Pilgrim's like, write that down. I need more garbage to try to impress girls with at parties. Okay. Agnaham, if that is your real name. He's like, it's not, you imbecile. It's not my name. I am no Agnaham. Was you crowd fucked up when I came in here with that magic stick? I got the magic stick. Oh no, how will I ever get out of here without getting hurt first? Those few seconds of invincibility was all I need, boys. It was all I needed. And now this guy, I wanted to give him the false hope that he could escape. Like I'm Eins Al Gon, and somebody has invaded the great tome of Nazarick. Man, I wish Overlord hadn't gotten repetitive and boring as quickly as it did, son. It's a shame. Hey, Agnaham, I want to get Zelda. Oh no, I prayed to her. I prayed to her. I like how they still make you watch this, although they did remove the cutscene or the text box. Says, God bless them. Boys, that bed is kind of creepy now that I look at it. That's right up there with the clown bed that Homer had made for Bart. I remember when that episode of that Simpsons first aired and I watched it in my youth. It was quite disturbing. You're like, Uncle Tenfei, nobody was alive when The Simpsons first aired. Everyone was born after 2001. All right, let's see how many blue balls I get. That's 1 blue balls. 2 blue balls. 3 blue balls. Now we get lightning. I'll leave it up to your imagination which vampire we're here counting the blue balls. You're like, it's not the count? I'm like, you need to catch up on your Tenfei lore, son. Yep. We're just having the best fucking time here in the Agnaham fight. You can do it, buddy. You'll hit me this time. Oops. Oops. Somehow you missed. We did it. Somehow we won. All right. The Dark World. What say you, Sign of the Dark World? To beat Ganon, you must collect 7 crystals and defeat his minion. I know how to beat Link to the Past, stupid. They put that sign in a spot where I can't grab it and throw it. But no, I believe that sign is just there to remind you of your current goal. Somebody left 300 big ones. Somebody was a big shot. And left me 300 kroner up here on the ledge, son. All right, what are we going to do? I guess go to the Dark Palace? I've got monkey money. We still need 110 rupees total. Also, we could explore the rest of the Dark World. I forgot we already have the hammer. So we could full clear Dark Palace. Oh, what do we want to do? What do we want to... Without the mirror, we're a little bit limited on what we can accomplish out here. Ye old bomb shop. Let's go to the Hype Cave, boys. Let's see if it lives up to its name. Let's see if she lives up to her name. We could also do the Swamp Palace, because we have both the flipper and the hook shot. It's good to have options. It's good to be the elf boy. Hey, little fox friend. Bee in a bottle. That actually gets us at least 1 check with the bug catching boy back in Kakariko Village. Uh-huh. Well, we got 2 bottles, so... I mean, I don't know if I call that hype, but... Oh, he doesn't want to talk to us anymore. Just like when Judy Hopps busted Nick and that little Phoenix Fox for their illicit popsicle tax evasion ploy. You're like, is that a thing that happened in Zootopia? I can't remember. Is that in the fanfics? Did TG_Weaver put that in his fanfics? Okay, what are we actually doing now here in the Dark World? We can go see Stumpy. We can't get into the Village of Outcasts from this direction without the power mitt. But we can do the digging game, I guess. I guess that's an option. Honestly, we should just be doing the Palace of Darkness, but I'm being stubborn. I'm being stubborn. I've got a plan, don't worry. Now, do you say anything different in the randomizer? There. Oh, I mean, that's technically different than what he says in the vanilla game. I can breathe. I can fight. All right, let's see what old Stumpy's got for us today. You know, my friend Sean DeRoos, infamous member of the Tenfei and Dark Horse fan favorite, once had a 3-legged white and orange cat that they named Stumpy. He was missing one of his back legs. Not that he let that stop or bother him, son. He was hauling ass around the house all the time. But I thought it was kind of disrespectful to name him Stumpy. And so I called him Roy. I named him after the Smash Brothers character. You're like, you mean the Fire Emblem character? The Fire what? Did you make that up? Digging game. I believe the way it works in the randomizer is just the number of digs necessary to unearth whatever key item is here, or randomized item is here. Yeah, I was gonna say, you'll hear the chime when you got it. I mean, we might as well dig a few extra while we're at it. Man, the person down there that runs this thing is so mad. They're like, there was 300 rupees buried in there? Give me that. You nut. Well, that was worth it, right? Let us save. Okay, so here's the current iteration of hashtag the plan. Ben's house. I would like to float. Hooah! Let's see what our free bottle filling item is from the Great Fairy. And since we, as always, don't have the power glove, we're gonna have to take this weird route. This is an excuse to come in here and upgrade my ammos. Man, finding the bow would have been nice. I'm a big proponent of the bow. I'm a bro-ponent. That's a good name for your bros. If you're watching this at like your college dorm or your fraternity house, feel free to adopt bro-ponent. When you're describing your friends, you're like, yeah, man, I was down at the Burger King with my bro-ponent, son. It was Whopper Wednesday. You're like, oh, is that a day where Whoppers are on special? I'm like, nah, they just happen to go to the Burger King and tell stories about big fish that they caught. It's a joke, sir. It checks out. It's an idiotic joke, sir, but it checks out. All right, we need to release this bee into the world and then get the hell out of here. Give me something good. Free red potion. Oh, boy. Oh, is there only one per visit? Excuse the fuck out of me, boys. Excuse the fuck out of me. Well, I ain't afraid of the Helmasaur King if I got 2 red potions. That's like 2 extra mans in your back pocket. Okay. Seeing my bottles reminded me that I have bottles, which means we can go down here real fast and see what the bug catching boy's got. He won't give you his item unless you have a bottle. Normally, of course, he gives you the bug catching net. Bombs, huh? Is that something you want to have in your bed with you there, buddy? Let's go see if we can access the Mad Batter without the gloves. We can. Fantastic. Nope, I'm not doing it. I'm using LNR. I'm using LNR. I'm like an excited Japanese student who's learning English. Okay. What you got for me, Slick? 10 arrows? How could I ever get by without them? I knew I had to have them. Alright, everything is telling me. The randomizer is screaming at us that we need to be in the Dark Palace. So let's finally get our ass to the Dark Palace. We're gonna have to take the warp gate in front of Hyrule Castle. Because there's one down there, point number 5 is a warp gate. And you need the hammer to access it, but you also need the power glove. So you'll notice the soldiers here are different. Now that we're in a post-Agnaham world. Fine, I didn't want sword lasers anyway. Stupids. Stupids! Oh yeah, those things take a month to kill without bombs. The only wise move is to use bombs. Tell you what, let's play hang out with this little story guy that we never normally would interact with to see what he says in the randomizer. Plus he gives you full health. Did you know? A tree typically has many secondary branches supported clear of the ground by the trunk. This trunk typically contains woody tissue for strength. Woody tissue. The Beavis and Butthead types, boys. You can't get nothing past them. Vascular tissue, Hey, baby. I've got a great deal of vascular tissue that I would like to engorge while looking at you. It's not creepy when you word it like that. Bye, little bushman. Okay. I wonder where we should go. If only there were subtle hints. If only there were subtle hints. Alright, once we're escorted that monkey, we can activate our Staff of Brina. And not only will it make our turkey juicy and succulent when we deep fry it this Thanksgiving, but it'll also protect us from bag snakes. Thought you all might appreciate a little bit of brining humor. If Alton Brown's watching, boys, if Alton Brown, if you're watching this, I apologize, man. You deserve better. Oh, that's right. We'd already know that the green pendant is here. That's why we're hearing Light World dungeon music. It does give it a different flavor, because the Light World dungeon music is less like sinister than the Dark World. It's more like mysterious. Well, we've got double magic now. I don't even need to tell y'all that's a good thing. I don't even need to put in parentheses, and that's a good thing at the end of my headline, so that you already know how to feel and don't have to read the article. Which is good, because it's just some AI-generated mess. Oh, I just realized we need the bow. We can't full clear this place without the bow. I had completely forgotten. I was neglectful in my bow remembrance. A unique item is under a rock in the desert. Oh no. That must mean the cave that you need the mirror to get up to. Yeah, because there's a mimic in here. The red mimic. I don't know if we can kill him without the bow and arrow, now that I'm thinking about it. Because these guys you can deeps down for fun and profit. Ow. Yeah, you can't do nothing to this guy. You can't do nothing to this guy. Damn. Now, if we save and quit... Tell you what, I'm gonna save state and quit. Give me a second. I just don't want to have to run all the way over here again. I just don't want to have to waste your kids' time. Okay, it does. So I'm just gonna load that state. Hold on. No, you... God damn it. Okay. Well, there's still stuff we can do in here, I believe. Let's find out together. No, because we need a single key to get into the main area. I thought for sure this is what they intended us to do. This was our destiny. We had our destiny stolen from us. If only I had a damn mirror. I know where one of the mitts is. It didn't take long for our randomizer to become an unbeatable hell, did it? There's weird glitches you can use to despawn the red mimic and get through that room. But not only is that not in logic, so it's not required, I also don't really know how to do it. It involves drinking a potion in like the previous room. Oh, that's neat. You have to press X to bring up the secondary potion menu. In the vanilla game, as soon as you scroll over that item, it pops up, and sometimes it can be aggravating. We're learning the best quality of life shit while we're in here. lamenting our ability to progress. Well, we're just gonna have to figure something else out. I guess we do need to save and quit. Let's see, what else can we do with the amount of the dark world we have access to? Not much. Let's look at the map again. So we can't use that transporter without the glove. We can't get the item. It's right up there in the top right part of the desert without the mirror and going into the misery mire. We can't get into the back of the desert palace without the glove. I keep thinking, did I accidentally pick up a glove and I'm just that stupid? That's why I brought my inventory up. But no, somehow even I'm not that stupid. All right, we've done the maze game. There's nothing on the library shelf. We've gotten everything in Kakariko as far as I could think off the top of my head. We went into the woods and fell down that pit and we found a book. The Agonam pedestal is useless, but we still don't need it. We can't. Oh, you know what we could do? I didn't even think about it. We can access the old man cave from the other side. If he has the vanilla mirror, boys, it's going to be quite the shenanigans. Sorry, I'm drinking some water in preparation for getting mad at this old man having the mirror. Or he might just have a glove. He might just have a glove. Hey, idiot, come up the mountain with me. But you better have that good shit. Just standing behind him with the megaton hammer in my hand. And I'm like, good shit, please. Hit old man, receive good shit. That's what they taught me. That's what the Goonies 2 on NES taught me. Oh, well, he had the next tier of sword, so we have the tempered sword now. I just realized we can access the eastern half of Death Mountain. All you need is the ability to get up here and the hookshot. I'm glad you kids were screaming it at your monitors so that I could hear it from the future. The future Tenfei viewer scream. It's the only weapon y'all have to fight back against Tenfei-based incompetence. Yeah, I was thinking because we didn't have the glove, we couldn't come over here or nothing. Hell yeah! The best part is we can fight Ganon properly now, because you can technically fight Ganon with the Master Sword, but it's a huge pain in the ass, and you've got to hit him with spin attacks. Like a shitload of spin attacks. It's not fun. I wouldn't recommend it. And we can actually access the Tower of Hera because we have the hammer. And we can go over the bridge, which means we can access the Ether pedestal. Boys, we are just spoiled at that. You know what? I just remembered I have magic powder, which means I could turn you motherfuckers into slimes. And unlike certain isekai, that's not a good thing. That's not a good thing. You ain't a demon lord. You ain't Rimuru. More like Rim a lot. Well, there's the level 4 golden sword. As soon as we can get into the dark world up here on the mountain and have the mirror, we can get access to it. Oh, I was going to go over here to see what medallion I needed to get into the turtle rock. My dumbass not realizing we need to be in the dark world. The dark world. I've mentioned recently how useful magic powder is. Tektites! Levers! I've become that guy from that really weird Zelda 1 commercial. It was like an art house, like, play or something. You kids probably just remember the rapping nerds. It's like the 2 openings to Garfield and Friends. There's actually 2. Okay, let's not fuck around. Let's just drink a red potion and feel good about ourselves. It's a hashtag good thing. Even though I can L and R, my muscle memory. You'll notice the menu is really fast. That's another setting that I turned on. I can't. I'm throwing magic powder in all directions, screaming and panicking. Okay, good. That's just $50. If you saw $50 on top of a hill that looked like it was kind of annoying to climb, you'd probably be like, oh, I don't need that $50. What you got for us? $5? That's so much better than the actual ether medallion. I'm so happy. Can't you tell? Well, let's go into the Tower of Hera. See what the hell they got going on in here. See what they got going on in here. Listen to that Dark World music in the Tower of Hera. The big key. Oh, you can't grab the big key with a hook shot, apparently. They don't want you to know that. They don't want you to know that. That means we can't actually go downstairs yet. Because you need, like, this dungeon's single small key to go downstairs. The gnome asks you to guess his name. Rumpelstiltskin's too easy. Rustled foreskin. That's your go-to guess. And the Beavis and Butthead type's all the proof. I just imagine Beavis and Butthead watching Tenfei videos, but for some reason they're setting up in the balcony like Waldorf and Statler from the Muppet Show. I like to believe in a more classy Beavis and Butthead. I want that. Ah, stop, you idiot. What you gonna do? Let's see what's upstairs. I don't even need those, but I had to have them. Some cache requires a bomb. Good to know. I was blocked by the light ball and fell down 2 holes. How shameful. How shameful. Luckily, you kids aren't the type to hold that against somebody. You're not going to be like the kids from Rocket Power and be like, hey, remember that time the Tenfei totally beefed it? Just like the squid? I'm thankful I grew up early enough in the late 80s, early 90s that I didn't have to grow up as with Rocket Power as one of my go-to Nicktoons. So, well, I'm just gonna have to fall. Oh, excuse me, I was learning life lessons with Doug, like an adult. I was getting horribly mentally scarred by Ren and Stimpy. Thank you. The Angry Beavers, are you familiar with it? I was actually there. This is a classic old man Uncle Tenfei story. I'm reaching the point in my life where I'm old enough that it's not really a joke to say that. But the night or the evening that they premiered the original 3 Nicktoons, Doug, Rugrats, and Ren and Stimpy, I was watching. I was 7 years old. I'm just saying, it's a memory I have. I thought you might find it interesting, Jesus. Why are you watching a Tenfei? Why are you watching Tenfei Pay Late to the Past Randomizer? If you don't want me to go on about Nicktoons premiering. I got the red sword, so I'm gonna need you to fuck off. Big Molder. You're so good at trolling. Yeah, that's how you do it. Somehow we won. Good items, please. Oh, we can get to the basement now. Damn it, you ruined my swirl. You ruined my swirl. Is that the first dungeon we've beat? Luckily, we ain't got to listen to this lady in the crystal. Yeah, that's our first crystal. Well, I'll be damned. Alright. Oh yeah, let's check the basement. Don't tell Danny Elfman. Danny Elfman was so proud because for the first time ever, we cleared the Tower of Hera without having to step 1 foot into the basement. Technically, it's not the basement, it's the first floor, because you'll notice we walk up a set of stairs when we enter the dungeon. So we're actually on the 2nd floor. Off the frontage road. Hey, now, how you gonna dodge my lasers? How you gonna dodge my lasers, huh? That would be like if during an episode of Cartoon Planet, when Space Ghost went to zap Zorak, he like ducked out of the way into his prison pod. Space Ghost would call that cheating. Brack would too, but only because he knows that he's not animated to explode. So Space Ghost can't shoot him with his power bands. Plus the fan base would riot, son. They love Brack. I won't do it. I'm doing it here. Red sword, red sword. What you gonna do? $50 lived in the basement. That was all there was to tell that day. Okay, we gotta go back to the east side of Death Mountain. There's a few more treasure chests. Oh, come the hell on. I'm trapped in here with you and me, etc. Rorschach. French fries. I'm that one guy in that prison during that scene that's like, man, I just wanted some fresh French fries. I went up there to the prison cafeteria line and saw that there was like an old, like French fries that had been sitting there under the heating lamp for like a couple of hours. This is a hell of our own making trying to get back through the Tower of Hera. I've never once had to do it. I've always had the magic mirror. Well, anyway, I saw the fries look old, and then I saw that they were cooking a batch of fresh new French fries, and I was like, hot damn, boys. I'm gonna get to the back of the line. By the time I get up there, fresh French fries. It almost makes being in this Supermax prison worth it. Next thing you know, I was third in line behind Rorschach. He busted through there and dumped that thing of French fries out. I was like, man. Any ones that landed on the counter after they scalded that man's face, I ran up real quick and scraped onto my tray. And I was like, my God, someone get me a salt shaker before they cool. Before they cool. I like to think this is the same setting, the same timeline where I joined the Foot Clan in the 80s Ninja Turtles to become a Tiger Man. It all weaves together. The Tenfei Randomizer anecdote cinematic universe. I wonder if Dr. Manhattan could turn me into a cool Tiger Man. I mean, what's his name? Ozymandias. Yeah, you got Blinky just the right fucking moment, didn't you? Ozymandias, he was genetically engineering like those cool purple tigers, one of which gets obliterated. That's the thing that made me hate Ozymandias. I don't care about space squids or blowing up New York City where they make the best salsa. Son, I just hate that you sacrificed one of your cool purple tigers. Oh, we got the blue boomerang, by the way. Everybody cares. Everybody cares. Look at this one cave that we can't actually get in because we don't have the power glove. I'm there like Eric Andre screaming for them to let me in. Red Tektites must have the same AI as red skeletons. No, I guess all the Tektites hop away from you. All right, there's like 4 more treasure chests we can check, and then we've officially entered Tenfei has no idea what the fuck to do status, son. Almost dead already for no reason. One of these is a store. I think the one on the right has a store hidden in the back. So I can tell you what we're going to do, since we've got 430 cash money rupees burning a hole in our pocket. And we're dying. We're going to do it that way. Hey, buddy! Give me that. How you going to do any damn business back here in the back of a cave, by the way? Also, our sprite layers are like not aligned correctly. Is it me or is Link proportional to that person? I can't tell because they're wearing a hood. Tell me, why do you wear the hood? Nobody cared who I was until I hid my shop in the back of a mountain cave behind a bamboo wall. Oh yeah, and what would happen if I were to purchase that red potion? It would be extremely expensive. Well, I'm a rich boy. For you. I'm just wondering why you would hookshot a man before killing him with sword lasers. Alright, we need to fall down here. This is where they hid the rest of the good treasures. There are 2 in here, and there's a couple in the back upstairs. And dear God, let there be a mirror or a power mitt in one of them. Oh, thank you. Sweet Helia. We could finally get on with our lives. Hey guys. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Alright. I believe that's everything we can do in the mountains right now. But we know where to go get our mitts on some mitts. We're mitception. Once again, we have to take the long route of walking through Hyrule Castle Gate to get to the Dark World, but this will be the last time we have to suffer such an indignity, son. Oh, you had to hide a bomb in the grass because you were intimidated by my red sword antics. Red swords kill all soldiers but red soldiers, ironically, in one hit. Oh, my gloves call for me. Shining fingers, gloves. They tell me to defeat you. Now, there are music shufflers and graphic shufflers and all kinds of crazy shit you can do in this randomizer. But once again, just for this first time, I thought we could take it easy. We were traveling down the road trying to loosen our load. I got 7 crystals on my mind. Step away from the gloves, shit lord. No, he intimidated me too badly. I'm gonna appear on this side of you this time. Oh, thank God. The world is now our oyster. We shall not want. Ow, how did you time that so perfectly? Everybody leave me alone, you're all bullies. Okay. Let's stop and grab some potion for later. For when I fuck things up. First hit is free. Okay, what's the very first thing we want to do with our new gloves? Let's go into the village of outcasts. There's a lot of checks there, but not a lot of balances. How do you think it became so run down and shitty? You can't have checks without balances. You can't have checks without balances. I can lift a rock. Ganon sweating, boys. Ganon sweating. Probably because he's a fat pig. Oh, I see you eyeballing me, Tree-chan. I assume the orange ones will have something different to say. What say ye? Well, you're not really orange, you're more red. He's like, stop poking my eye. I guess not. Have a truly awesome day. That's got to be an inside joke. Now, one thing I like about the randomizer is the first time you play this chess game, you automatically get the key item. Which was the bombos, baby! To quote Ernest P. Worrell in Ernest Goes to Camp when he's having to get that shot. I took the bombos, baby! Somewhat obscure reference. It checks out. Any sort of Ernest P. Worrell reference checks out as a Tenfei reference, son. We need to keep bombos as our default item. If Link was a character in Resident Evil, his little key item or personal item wouldn't be a lighter or a lockpick, or even a bag of plumber tools. It'd be the Bombos medallion. Instead of Waltz and Matilda, his anthem would be Bombos medallion. Ghosts! Have you heard about the good word? Have you heard the good word about tree warp? Must be more inside jokes. Get the hell away from me. Alright, what's inside this house? The sea house, they call it. All right, we need to remember what items we have. Can we... Oh, we could full clear Thieves Town. You need the hammer. No, little Fennec Fox Boy, Yamate. They all say the same thing, man. It's all just the same thing, man. Well, there's no reason to bother with Turtle Woods right this second, since we don't have the fire rod. Although we could check basically everything else. Oh god, I've got to get all the items in Thieves Town. You know how long it's been since I've done full clear of Thieves Town? Only in Randomizer. Like this chest over here. I damn near forgot there was a chest over here. The ice rod is a nice rod to find in a box. We'll eventually need that to beat Trihex. Unless Turtle Rock is a pendant dungeon and we don't need to pull the Master Sword. Well, ain't you just real limber? Had a fairy inside of you. Is that what made you so powerful? No. Don't turn me into a pink bunny rabbit. Oh no. I hope no ornery wolf boys find me. Now Louis Senpai, who has clearly had this on his second monitor, has glanced over. Hearing the words Wolf Boy's son to Louis Senpai. His dear boy Ultra. Training kicked in. Alright, let's get the vanilla big key check. Oh no, I'm a pink bunny again. What a shame. I hope they don't base any characters on me in Link Between Worlds. Tee. Well, look who is inside their vanilla house. It's French vanilla, they call it, when you find the item somewhat in the area it's normally supposed to be in. And that's an actual vanilla big key. You're like, oh, I always order the mocha big key. That's my real indulgent personality coming through. I'm like, is the mocha key more indulgent than the vanilla key? Is that a thing? How do you order your big keys? Leave it in the comments. You're like, it's the worst fishy for comment you've done yet. Boys, I'm just saying. If you legitimately wanted to help the Tidpay channel, you'd have to like and leave a comment. I know it's a funny joke that we all make, ironically, but it's also the truth. Okay. Normally I like to have the invisibility cloak when I come through here, but I've got the Staff of Bryna. That's like the store brand. That's the Sam's Choice invisibility cloak. It's technically more powerful because it does damage as well, but it's not as cool, and you don't get to yell poof when you use it. It knocks it down 6 or 7 points right there. Luckily I grade on a 24-point scale. Oh, I want to read that triangle space, but I can't do it from here. I can't do it from here. Little salamander monsters, or whatever the hell you're supposed to be. So yeah, you can see the light coming in. So we're above ground right now. We're in those buildings that you can see sticking out of the ground where Blind's hut is in the Light World version of Kakariko Village. Just cool little world building. You got to remember when this game came out, all we had was Zelda 1 and Zelda 2, son. You kids are spoiled. We had 3 Nicktoons. We had 3 Zelda games, and we liked it that way. Get my magic powder ready. I'll turn one of them smug anti-fairies into just a fairy. Drop the anti. Everyone knows the staunchest anti-fairies always end up becoming fairies themselves. It's actually a true proverb of the internet, but you have to take the A out of fairies and change it to a U. Okay, I guess I'll rescue this girl that you have all locked up down here. You bunch of nuts. Look, just because there's a full magic container and I'm jonesing to use it, I'm going to use my bombos on this one enemy. Everything looks like a bombosable enemy when your only tool is the bombos. Do you think if they'd have like thought about it for just a little bit longer when they were making the original Link to the Past, that they would have put in the L and R cycles through your items? It's just such a good idea. Well, I need a key. Oh, you know what? Blind has the key. Since I know that this girl following me around is actually Blind the Thief in disguise, you'd think I could just be like, look, I'm going to go up there and kick your ass here in a minute. Could you just be kind enough to just hand me the small key so we ain't got to go through all this? And she's like, I don't know what you're talking about, idiot. Here, drink this poison. Drink this poison. Drink this milk. Okay. Try Ice Trinex's polar icing. Okay. LOL, I guess. So random. Is the Penguin of Doom going to come in here and hold up his spork, son? Should I be ready for that? Get the hell off of me! I got the magic stick! The ball of light! Once again, you and the Dragon Lord never stood a chance. You had to be... Well, wait a minute. That means the small key is locking itself. I believe this is something you can encounter in the randomizer. I think I've watched enough of these races to recall that there is, in fact, the possibility that the small key locks itself in that box, which means it doesn't matter. We can never get that key, but the only thing that key locks is itself. Son, it's like the end of Robin Hood Men in Tights. Fetch the locksmith, son. I like to think Disney's Robin Hood had a similar ending, but luckily the Fox boy Robin Hood was a better lockpick, son. Okay, well, we've got full access to damn near everything now, so let's go rescue the frog smith. See what that turns up. We're gonna get our boots as the last damn item of the game. I can feel it. I can feel Miyamoto's hate. Did you guys escort a frog? So I wonder how he ended up in the Dark World. Maybe he's strong enough as a little dwarf in the Light World that he can lift these big rocks, and so he got to the magic transporter that's back there behind the village. That's my headcanon. Alright, so we bring him inside, they get real happy, and then you have to leave and come back in. What you got for me? Thanks. That's my reward for saving you from a froggy hell. From froggy hell. Now, I don't know how to do it, but because this is based on the 1.0 Japanese Super Famicom ROM, there's a way to, like, dash. Oh, I don't have the boots anyway, doesn't matter. There's a way to dash while holding up the hammer, and as you fly past these pegs, you just knock them all down. I wonder if it's as simple as just hitting A and Y, like, at the same time. If we ever find the boots, we could try to figure it out. It's not my fault y'all are getting hit. Not since Bart Simpson was waving his arms around Lisa. Has somebody been so blameless? The blue mail. Well, you can't fail with the blue mail. The Earth Cave Vampire looking up from his second monitor. All right, what do we... Oh, we need to take this blue or purple chest. Oh yeah, we could go to the Misery Mire and get whatever the important item is that clue told us was hid there. We can also beat the Desert Palace, finally. Whoosh. All right, Thief Man, what you got for me? Some bombs? How did you know? The perfect garbage to give me. It's been a long time since I've seen Link wearing the blue tunic, but having this default fighter shield. I'm so used to having at least the red shield by the time I get this tunic. It's throwing me for a loop. Lupin the Third. That's a bit of a stretch, Uncle Tim. Is that really a reference? That's like some Big Bang Theory shit. I feel like half the references in Tenfei are just Big Bang caliber, just me saying the name of something. Nah, that's not fair. I'm real down on myself at the Tenfei channel, but it doesn't deserve to be compared to the Big Bang Theory. Even I have enough self-respect. Misery Mire, no way in, no way out. Boom. Let's see what Bombos has got for us today. Where is my book? I like that even though it's not the Bombos medallion, you still get that animation. Also, it's a useful cape. Huzzah! I want that! You couldn't even grab it while jumping. He couldn't even grab it while jumping. Heartbreaking. All right, remember we picked up another bottle, and we want to turn in the mushroom. Ooh. I believe we need to walk off screen and come back. What say you? Did you hear that? VTort beat Angie B17 in a one-on-one race at Also Games Done Quick. More inside jokes. More inside jokes for the kids. Oh, that's actually the good bee. I like how with its final attack, it just went over there to hit the damn jelly blob monster. That's how you know he's truly the good bee. Like the good doctor. And if you don't know what the good doctor is, it's the I'm a surgeon guy. You're like, oh, why didn't you say that? The Zoomers in like Generation Alpha, they're going to be like the Darmok and Jalad aliens from Next Generation when you think about it. Because they'll just communicate in memes, son. Maybe information is like easier to convey across cultural boundaries when you do it through the form of a meme. Like, look at the Japanese card crusher guy, if you remember that one. God damn it, I was talking about ancient fucking internet shit and pushed that block the wrong way. Yeah, card crusher guy. You know, that classic meme you kids all like. Have I told you about Epic Fail guy? You kids heard about Mealhouse? You're like, Uncle Tenfei, I might be a straight bus and no cap zoomer with maximum riz, but even I know that Mealhouse could never be a meme. Okay, well, I don't have ether, so it's either ether or either it ain't, like they say. Everything in the universe is either a potato or it isn't, son. You can't disprove it. All right, what have we been wanting underneath this, son? Dreaming about it. Oh my God, Becky, look at those Pegasus shoes. They make you so agile. Thank God. Thank God I could finally dash. All right, we get to take the cool guy route into the back half of Desert Palace because instead of going through the whole dungeon to get up here, we can just walk here and then warp. Oh no, I picked the worst spot. Somehow it didn't penalize me. Somehow it didn't penalize me. Let's just have our magic cape because I love it. We don't actually have to beat this dungeon. It's just got the blue pendant in it. But we're just having fun. I mean, it'll only take me a second, especially with this damn tempered sword. Let's do this room the fun way, the way I wish I could do it in a vanilla playthrough. You know, I never had I got the Super Nintendo Game Genie like way late, like sometime in the 2010s. I bought it secondhand. I never had one in my youth. But if I did, I bet you can start with all kinds of cool items in this game and make for some fun experiences. That's what I used to do with like Resident Evil 2 on the PlayStation. The PS PlayStation, that's what we called it back then. That's what we called it back then. Oh, you know what I just realized? I can't... You gotta have the bow and arrow to beat this fucking dungeon. We need that damn bow and arrow, man. All right, where's the next place we want to go? We could do the Ice Palace as a joke. Let's just do the swamp. The water temple. Don't forget, we've actually got running boots. I gotta get my muscle memory back for dashing. Now, you might recall during my not technically Christmas special Link to the Past playthrough from a couple of months ago that I talked about how when you're doing your randomizer races, people hate when you come into this dungeon and have to clear the left side because it's technically not needed to beat the boss if you have the big key and a hook shot. I remembered I had drained this water earlier, but I forgot that it doesn't stay drained. Its drained status does not persist. I'm mashing the mirror button in case you're wondering why it's making fur noises. Magic powder reveals the fairy. Now, there's more chests in here than I would normally check, but once again, the randomizer makes all things possible. Like this box right here. With a red boomerang! So you can actually choose between the two different boomerangs in a randomizer. I believe I've pointed out that apparently the blue boomerang is better for certain things if you're doing speedrun tech. I don't know. Why the hell am I the one who got to explain it to you? I chose now to be like, just look it up. Idiots. God. The kids these days don't know how to wiki nothing. I don't blame you, man. Every, like, fan wiki website is awful now. It's like 7,000 giant pop-up ads and videos. You've got to sit there for like 2 minutes waiting for all of them. Because if you try to start scrolling around the site, everything's going to keep fucking shifting around. I blame cascading style sheets. Is that still a thing they use? If you'd like one of my classic Tenfei parasocial antidotes, I could talk about how when I graduated high school, I went to community college. And the course I was on was for web page development. And one of the things we learned about was CSS cascading style sheets. I couldn't tell you anything else about them, to tell you the truth. Dreamweaver? Dreamweaver? Is that a thing? Do you kids know about Dreamweaver? Do you know about /ahrefs? I used to be able to open Notepad and I could make a web page that was one color with text that was one other color. I know you're impressed. You kids today have got Squarespace and NordVPN and Raid Shadow Legends, which this randomizer is brought to you by. If I somehow was given a Raid Shadow Legends sponsorship, that's how I would put it in the video. At 1 hour and 40 minutes in. I guarantee they drop me as a sponsor and not pay me, but it would be worth it, son. I'd be the Andy Warhol or Andy Kaufman of YouTube Let's Stay. No, that's not true. That's Mecha Gamezilla. You kids know him as the Infinite Review. You kids know him as the Infinite Review. Actually, you probably don't know him as that either because he's criminally underwatched. If you watch Tenfei and you don't watch Mecha Gamezilla / the Infinite Review, you're doing a disservice to yourself. That's just a load of old shite, isn't it? You could be learning about the Dreamcast, Neon Genesis Evangelion typing games. You could be learning about international cookery in color. You could experience one of the greatest internet meta jokes of all time, which is from the, I believe, his Mecha Gamezilla's 2015 Christmas special, where he calls up Matthew Matosis to invite him over to watch Jingle All the Way. I won't spoil it for you. Oh God, it was so good to me. It was so good to me. He phoned him up. Is that how they say it? In the Emerald Isles, where I believe Mecha Gamezilla hails from. Now, we need to fall down the left side up here because there is a chest, I believe, that I normally ignore. If I was there in the 13 Ghosts of Scooby-Doo and those two ghosts were trying to trick me into opening the chest of demons. Oh yeah, we can also just do this. I would just ignore it. Vincent Van Gogh would be so proud of me. The show would probably be a lot less entertaining. Well, there's the big key. Seems awfully vanilla in here. Well, now we can get into the Misery Mire. Good for us. Pop! 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 If I had the Staff of Somalia, I wouldn't have to push this statue. I wouldn't be degraded like this. I'm the elf boy hero, for Christ's sake. Like, wouldn't pushing statues to solve a puzzle be like one of the fundamental things that an elf boy hero does? Let you talk to me. Not in Zelda 2. You don't really solve puzzles in Zelda 2. The only puzzle in Zelda 2 is why am I still playing Zelda 2? I think I proved in my TMVA of Zelda 2 The Adventure of Link that it's not that bad a game. Although, you know, I could see why it might be frustrating in the past when you were playing the shitty games that sucked ass. There's a secret box in this room right here. Wow, the map. It'd be me if I was Dora the Explorer. Once the map got done singing this obnoxious 35-minute Inagata-Devita dwarfing anthem about it being the map, I'd be like, oh, you're done, buddy? Tell you what, ether! It's like JonTron's favorite joke from Smash Brothers when he selects Ike. You ask him if he wants coffee or tea, and he responds, ether! And then Ego Raptor laughs because Aaron and John are good friends in this strange timeline I brought up. Okay, what's the best way to kill this thing? Just snatch the balls off of him and cut him. It's like when Tifa and Cloud and Aeris were threatening Don Corneo after Cloud's Wall Market cross-dressing adventure, son. Each of them were going to obliterate his testicles in a different manner. And then, right after that, remember the Sector 7 plate was going to fall, and it was a super huge emergency that they needed to take care of right away, so they had to stop in the ghost graveyard and solve a bunch of stupid fucking puzzles and, like, make some ghost children not feel bad? And then Time Janitors showed up and broke Jesse's leg, do you remember? All these things that totally happened in original Final Fantasy VII. And then Genesis showed up. And some guy reading a book about apples. I'm not bitter. I'm not bitter about the pillaging and raping of Final Fantasy VII. Heaven forbid. Okay, we've cleared a dungeon for fun. And we all had a good time doing it. I'm just going to go to the Ice Palace. I'm just going to guess that my bow resides in the Ice Palace. Wah! Plus, we're kind of decked out to the point we normally would be to go in there. We got the blue mail and the red sword. we had a red shield, it really pulled this outfit together. I got some spending money, so we might as well grab a couple of upgrades while we're here. See, this is how it should work in the vanilla game. Oh, you happen to be in the area? Why not upgrade your bomb capacity? Come on down to Lake Hylia. Throw a few rupees in the waterfall of wishing. Upgrade your bomb capacity, they said. That's if the Elf Boy hero was having to die hard in Nakatomi Plaza dungeon. Trying to find the big key in Nakatomi Plaza before Hans Gruber. I don't know where it is either. Thanks, buddy. Well, thankfully with the bombos, we know that nothing in here really poses a threat. It's like having a wizard in your party in D&D that just has Fireball in every slot. Even the slots that Fireball normally doesn't go in, he just has plus or minus Fireballs. If he trips while walking down a dungeon hallway, you just have to run and dive behind cover. It's like in, do you remember in Tremors 2? The gun otaku guy? They set like an explosive in the back of his truck to blow up all the little walking legged graboid things. And he's like, you set off all the explosives in my truck, and he just starts running, and like everyone else runs and hides behind a shed. And that guy, I think his name was Bert, he just runs past them, and he's like, that ain't fucking far enough, boys. That ain't fucking far enough. I watched Tremors 2 a lot more than Tremors 1. It was one of those movies that came on TV a lot for some reason. Everyone, well, at least everyone that grew up in the same time period as I did, aka the good, decent people, all have a movie that came on TV a lot, and that was why you watched it so much. Tremors 2. That was on there. Forrest Gump. You're like, I don't have the heart to tell Uncle Tenfei that I don't know a single one of these movies he's saying. Disney's Robin Hood. What the hell is that? Boys, I never thought I'd have to tell somebody to leave the Tenfei channel. But you're testing my patience. Now remember, here at the Tenfei channel, we appreciate both types of Robin Hood movies. Anthropomorphic foxes and Wesley from The Princess Bride. Bombos! Had to get them shadowy skinks, son. The most dangerous Sonic the Hedgehog OC. Shadow the Skink. Alright, no secret sprinking for us today. I could just walk off a cliff. That was Link throwing himself off the cliff because he realized he was being played by a total noob. Jeremy from Pure Ownage would have the same reaction. Whatever happened to those guys? Didn't they get like a TV show in Canada? If you're one of those rare Tenfei Canadian viewers, give me the lowdown on what happened to Jeremy and Kyle from Pure Ownage and FPS Doug. Can't forget FPS Doug. This is just a normal, like, full clearing of the Ice Palace. Like nothing of note is going on. I guess that's why the banter has reached the point it has. Now, I don't have the big key yet, do I? No, I don't. No, Elaine Bennis, we can't just combine two small keys. It doesn't work like that. Not everything's a salad. Freezors. Wait, just you? I thought there was two of you. There you are. There are two of them. Well, there's a one of me. A Bombos. We're gonna have to actually solve the puzzle of this dungeon. I just realized if we don't have the staff cane of Somalia as a snow. You're like, yeah, as a snow. Because that's what the item's called. Because that's what the item's called. Boys, I didn't realize like Zelda item ID integrity meant so much to you. It means everything, Uncle Tenfei. You took everything from me that day. I saluted you. It's like that time Mickey and Donald had to create a fake potato land for Goofy. Those like Mickey Mouse shorts that came out the past however so many years on YouTube, where he's like more, his color scheme is like more black and white, although they're color cartoons. And Mickey has like an actual personality, son. They're actually entertaining. I never thought I'd live to see the day where Mickey Mouse was allowed to have a personality again. You're like, he has a personality in Kingdom Hearts? Does he? James Rolfe, I'm going to leave this one to you. I'll leave it to your imagination what he screamed. But you all know it in your hearts. If you've been 10 Fade Ultra'd, then you always hear James Rolfe's voice in the back of your head. Fairies and magic, fairies and magic. Navy beans, navy beans. Navy beans, navy beans. Oh, I thought I told him, but I didn't. We'll see what the old triangle's got to say today. A heart container's in the Mimic Cave. Well, that's canon? No, because it's a piece of heart normally. When a Bombo you cried for, you can start blinking. Pissing me off. Nobody's getting blink-o-matic immunity on my watch, son. Riggs from Lethal Weapon would agree. Murtaugh, not so much. But he's kind of a stick in the mud. Ever since that time, they put a bomb in his toilet. You're like, I've never seen Lethal Weapon. Is that a thing? No. Because it happens in Lethal Weapon too. Idiot. I don't need to be a pink bunny right now. I don't need any pink bunniness in my life right now, okay? I got a lot of shit going on. I got a lot of self-discovery to do. Alright, I can't be sitting around being a pink bunny rabbit. Well, there's our big key. One room before we would normally get it. Or one room and a flight of stairs before we would normally get it. So there's actually a skip you can do on the other side of this wall with the Cane of Somalia that speedrunners do to clip over here. But as always, I'm not a speedrunner, which means you're not allowed to hold me to any sort of expectation. You're supposed to politely nod and clap at even the slightest positive thing I do. That's how the video games work. Well, we need the blue... We need the blue pegs to be down. Where is the nearest crystal switch? I honestly can't remember. See, I haven't done this dungeon in so long, the way this intended, that I can't remember. Because we're going to go over here, and we're going to fall down to where the big chest is. Well, we can actually get downstairs, and there is a switch down there, although if we hit that one, you can't get back up. It's confusing. This place is confusing, man. There's a reason young me considered it the game's hardest dungeon. It requires too much critical thinking. Thanks. So the goal is to fall down right here and have the blue pegs down so you can push that frozen block. And if we make our way all the way downstairs here, if the jellyfish blobs get out of the way, there is a crystal switch. So I think Miyamoto's intention, if I'm recalling, is to hit that one and then make a big loop around without changing the position yet again at a future point. I took that hit because I hated that jellyfish monster. Damn it, I need a fucking key! The Paladin from OG Paladin. Give me the strength to deal with this nonsense. Well then, because yeah, you got to keep this pushed down. And if you push one of those blocks from upstairs, it lands right beside it. Oh, Lord help me. I didn't expect to be so humiliated in front of y'all. With my lack of actual Link to the Past understanding. I've grown old and weak and senile in my play style. Beaten the game so many dozens of times over the course of my life. I've forgotten what it's like to not just have the Cane of Somalia whenever I want it. You're like, I wish you had the desire to say the actual name of the item, Uncle Tenfei. Okay, let's think. Where is a crystal switch we can actually activate? Are we going to have to do the damn sequence break just because I can't remember how to beat the damn dungeon? Is there a chest I'm forgetting? To the left of this room, if you're wondering what's in that door, it's that room that we fall down to get the big chest. It's the other side of that pit. At least I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Let me go over there and make sure I'm remembering correctly. Yeah. So if we could hit a switch and come back here, we could also fall down there. There's a switch in that room where the floor is a conveyor belt. I remember that one. There's you, fucking crowd, every time. Getting bomb-boast repeatedly. 8 bombs. Then you lead upstairs. And that just takes you back here. Because this is where that big thing is. What's below this room? Some stairs that take you back up there. That's where we would have to do the sequence break if we wanted to complete the dungeon that way. I'm pretty sure that bombable wall over there is not actually a bombable wall. Yeah, it doesn't make a different noise. And if we trudge up here... Because if we go downstairs... Yeah, we're gonna... Without that small key that we're missing, which must be on the boss. Cold Stare. Cold Stare, they call him. That means the best way to go about this... If you go above this room, I don't think there's a switch up there. It's just a room that makes you fall down. Yeah, it's just a trap room. Figured I'd let y'all see it. I figured I'd let y'all see it. So what is the actual fastest way to get back to the sequence break room? This is what you have to deal with if you don't just bomb-boast these damn things when you walk in the room. In case you're wondering why I have a tendency to just bomb-boast the damn things when I walk in the room. Ow. Half this damn playthrough is the Ice Palace. Alright, if we go through here... Go down here. Like ducks in a barrel, boys. Like ducks in a barrel. They're kind of like ducks. They're like weird penguin duck monsters. I don't know if I've ever walked up the Ice Palace like this. Once again, the randomizer's just giving us a world of firsts, son. YouTube commenters hate it because everybody's trying to get first. Abbott and Costello routines, though, benefit from it. Okay, we're going to have to actually figure out how to do this shit. I got to remember how to save state because I'm going to fuck this up, I guarantee it. So the trick is you've got to lay a bomb in just the right spot so that when it blows up, it knocks Link across that pit. Not like that, obviously. Not like that, obviously. I have done it in the past, it's just not something I'm good at.
Two hours later.
And look at that. First time, every time, baby. First time, every time. Oh my God. Becky, I can't believe this, man. So, never mind. Never mind, kids. We're back in hell. AC/DC's back in hell. I'll see you all again whenever I figure it out again.
Approximately 10 hours later.
Okay, we're over here. We're over here. I'm going to make another save state because I can't be trusted to walk out of this room that I've done 10,000 times in my life. Fun randomizer times. The first one, and I'm already petulant and bitchy. You're like, that's right. It's officially good now. The very first randomizer is officially good. Take your time, sweetheart. I must say, I realized we never got a chance to grab that one. And we're here. Yeah, nicked my fucking elbow and Link went flying like Ryu Hayabusa, son. Like Ninja fucking Gaiden. Simon Belmont never flew backwards so far from being tapped on the shoulder. Look at that! The puzzle is solved! We're here with Inspector Clouseau. I shall return when the Ice Palace puzzle is solved. That skeleton pissed me off by falling on my head, and so now I have to kill him. Now I have to kill him. He did it to himself. I just realized I'm sitting here in stony silence. I just want this dungeon to be over with, and it just about is. It just about is. Okay, yeah, that's what I want to do, is deal with this. That's what I want to do. That's what I want to do. Somehow we won. Somehow we beat the Ice Palace. And we had such a good time doing it. My water bottle's getting low, son. My anger is causing it to evaporate quicker. Alright, now that fun chapter of our lives is finally concluded. What shall we do next? God, we still don't have the fire rod to do Skull Woods. We could do the Misery Mire. No, we can't. We don't have the cane. Unless the cane happens to be in there. But is it worth delving in there? Well, we did find the Ether Medallion. Don't forget, we can explore the Dark World half of Death Mountain now as well. We've definitely got plenty of options. Not that it's going to stop me from bitching and moaning. Heaven forbid. Oh, well, this isn't... Once again, it's not required. I just heard the pendant music, which means the red pendant must be in here, since we know the green one is in Dark Palace. Dead. Now, to unlock the super bomb at the bomb shop so that we can visit the other Great Fairy Fountain inside the Pyramid of Power, we just had to get the 2 red crystals that represent 5 and 6. So as you can see over there, we do have one of them. Red Crystal, my favorite Star Fox OC. She's like Crystal, but redder, son. That means she's more passionate and fiery. Is that how that works, Dave? Does a fox lady's color affect her mood? I like to think so. I do love that the skeletons actually jump away when you're doing the spin part of a medallion animation. If it didn't obliterate them as well, I'd be mad. 2 keys! I like how you waited for me to unpoof. I believe there's a chest up here. See, once again, this is one of those dungeons where I visit like half the rooms normally, because that's all you have to do. Like, look at this crazy room. Ain't nobody ever been in this crazy room. This room doesn't even make sense. Poof. Poof. You so desperately wanted me to not change the switch that he dove in front of the elf boy and his sword of the Lord. Okay, so we'd have to use up a key to go that way. I'm not ready for that commitment. I think we need the big key to go through this door in here, don't we? Yeah. Yeah. Well, at least this is giving us an excuse to enjoy the Light World dungeon music. Here in the Misery Mire. Now, we don't need to open that door because it just leads back into this room. Up on a ledge. Xena on a ledge. Not a very popular GoldenEye OC. I want to see what's in this chest up here that I never normally open. Well, there's the big key. You'll notice the big key door from this side looks like a regular small key. I wonder if that's because there's no sprite for the big key door to be seen from the back? Is that right? Somebody data mine this real quick. Oh, we got the big key. We need to go get the big chest. You know what they say about guys with big keys? They open big chests that are right in front of you and can open very large chests. It doesn't quite work, Boris. You ain't quite invincible with that one, Boris. A small key for me. I'll take it. I was racing that anti-fairy to the door. A piece of fart. I would make a work of fart reference, but then I'd had to bring up a streetcar named These Nuts. I don't know if we're mentally prepared for that. Get away from me, skeleton heads! I can't remember if we need the orange or blue to be down for this next one. I believe it's the orange. I believe it's the orange. Here's another one of these rooms you never normally go in up here. It was the blue. I should have listened to our old friend and everyone's favorite 10th recurring bit character, the Earthgate Vampire. ECV, they call him. Alright, well, let's go to where the big key normally is in vanilla. Death. And see what's in there. I want that. I was worth hitting a jellyfish, electrified jellyfish monster. So great was my want. Well, since we don't have the fire rod, we need to push all these preemptively because we're going to have to light them all with the torch. Make sure you do it symmetrically. I knew you crowd were going to show up. Link was standing here pushing these blocks and he was looking over his shoulder. There could be whiz robes here. That was fun. What's up here on the thing? Some bombs is on your uncle. How wise. I left one Riz Road to tell the tale of how I killed the other one. The fire rod! Trihex. Sweating, boys. Now, we can't beat the whole dungeon, remember, because we don't actually have the Cane of Somalia, which we need to get through this room. Because we need to push that switch down. Well, for fun, we can go over here where we never normally go. And get these rupees that we never normally get. Fun for us? Okay. Well, for the time being, let's make like a tree and get the hell out of here. With our new fire rod. I guess let's go do Skullwoods. No putting it off. Whoosh. Now remember, we don't have to actually beat Misery Mire. Unless we... In fact, we can actually go in here and see what the Master Sword pedestal has on it beforehand, because you can read the little plaque in the front of it with the book of Molduga? No, that's those sand monsters from Breath of the Wild. You're like, and Tears of the Kingdom. Tears of the what now? Did you make that up? Uncle Tenfei, you're stealing this bit from your Pseudo Regalia playthrough. I just wanted to make sure you were keeping up. I didn't want you to didn't want to think you were kind of one of them kind of fair weather Tenfei fans that couldn't handle watching me play through the Dragon Goat Lady game. Once again, this is another dungeon with a bunch of rooms that I'm not used to going in, so let's see how that works out. Because it worked out so well in the Ice Palace. I like how the doorway entrances to this place looks like hands holding eyeballs. I think that's their way of warning you about these wall masters and how they're always watching you. As always, we're going to use the Goof Troop ass blocks to help guide us in our puzzle solving. Oh, I need to be on the other side of you, I just remembered. Damn it, I fucked everything up. Let's just leave and come back. Let's just leave and come back. I can just bombos again. It's just an excuse to bombos again. Like the Numa kid when he tried to Numa again. There's another one of them classic internet references that I'm sure all you kids watching get. I joke, but I'm pretty sure most of the kids these days would have no fucking idea who the Numa guy was. Or Ozone. Or Dragista Dinte. As the cool kids know it as. Oh boy, I know where Mothra is. I know where my sword needs to be shoved. Directly up their insect asshole. Yeah, I don't even think you need the big key in this place to fight Mothra, do you? I think we can just kind of go over there and do it for fun. Don't you grab me with your grabby Wallmaster hand. Now, these areas above us right here, I don't believe there are any chests up there. So even in the randomizer, you don't really have a reason to go up there. I'll leave you behind, Fairy Chan. Nope. I gotta treat or teach myself to LNR. Now the problem is if I go to play Link to the Past again for fun, the non-randomized version, like I tend to do all the time when I'm just relaxing, my muscle memory will be trying to swap items. Here, we grab this chest over here. Since it might, could, should I have something good in it. Small key, that's vanilla. Oh no! I forgot to be cool and walk around the thing. Fire! 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 Fox McCloud's favorite part of A Link to the Past playthrough. I smoked that thing in midair! The perspective and the physics of it made no sense. No, don't look at me. Don't look at me. I'm a cute pink bunny boy. Don't look upon me. Gaze upon my furry pink ass cheeks, ye mighty, and despair. Here, hold that for me. Thanks. Alright, Mothra. Smug prick. Link's coming for you. Elf Boy's coming for you. Oh, you think you're clever, don't you? Now remember, there's some kind of weird bug with Mothra where you can't damage it when it's above the spikes. It's a quote-unquote bug in the game that I think Miyamoto put in there just to spite you. Just to spite you. His legendary spite. Alright, I guess you're gonna make us do this the fucking hard way, you piece of shit. Fucking piece of shit fucking moth boss. Not that I'm mad, not that I'm mad, not that I'm mad. Somehow we won. Somehow we won. Never thought I could learn to hate Link to the Past again until I played the randomizer. No, I'm having a good time. Part of having a good time when playing a video game is getting mad at it, boys. How many times I got to teach you about that? It's like when Bill Burr talks about putting a piece of furniture together. Getting mad at it and throwing shit around the room is part of the process. It's healthy. That's how men deal with stupid bullshit in their lives. Stupid, unnecessary bullshit. Like Mothra. All right, what do you got for us today? Ugh. Okay, so it's just a heart container. James Rolfe, take it away. All right, we need to finish clearing the Skullwoods. Killing the boss wasn't enough. There's a couple of boxes what need a grabbing. And I've got the grabby elf boy hands to do it. They're not quite as good as greedy Khajiit paws, but nobody's ever had greedier paws than a Khajiit, son. That's not even fair to compare an elf boy hero. A wood elf. Wood elves and Khajiits make like the best thief characters, I believe. The best stealth archers. You're like, what the hell's a stealth archer? I'm like, that class people play in Skyrim? You're like, oh, you mean Skyrim? There are other ways to play Skyrim? What? Oh, you mean the titty mods? Of course, the titty mods, yes. Even in the titty mods, I bet people just play stealth archer. It's ingrained into the DNA of Skyrim, son. Get the hell off of me! Oh. Wait, what did it say? They're like, yes, it's just, Yes, are there going to be any, big keys in this dungeon? And cut to Miyamoto, and he's like, I hate that man. Well, look who was hiding in here this whole time. Son, you could have prevented so much misery and woe. We could all still be having a good time. We could be in the timeline where I didn't spend 10 minutes blowing myself up over and over in the Ice Palace while bitching and moaning. You all dream super comboed me into the grabby hand. Thinking you're real fucking cool, don't you? Well, look at that. It's the big key. Who could have ever imagined? Who could have ever imagined? In fact, I can just do this. That's what we fought and suffered for. Like G did. Like G did. God, I haven't played House of the Dead 2 since I recorded it for 1 AM Gaming. Episode 8, I want to say? Suffered like G did? 8 or 9? Who else did we play in that episode? I believe that episode also contains Benjamin Carmine from Gears of War 2 and a certain Blue Fox Lady from a certain Blue Fox Lady game. You're like, you're just talking about Crystal, Tenfei. It's not clever, we all know. Like, oh, well, you can at least pretend. I'm like John Lovitz in that Saturday Night Live skit where he plays like the overly innuendo-laden, like Victorian gentleman telling a story. And I think it was, what's his name? From Lethal Weapon. Mel Gibson. He was in like a tawdry affair with a lady, and the more like weird innuendo they used, the more overwhelmed John Lovitz became. But then when they just got to being straight up crass, he like took all the fun out of it. He lost his ye old boner. Boner. His name was ye old boner. Thought y'all could use an Adam West as the mayor from Family Guy joke. Get you through these trying times. What do we want to do now? We still don't have the bow, so our options are still slightly limited. Let's explore the back half of the Dark World. You're like, that's what I said to my girlfriend on her anniversary. Like, hey, baby. Why don't I lay down on the bed and we can explore the back half of your Dark World? I'm gonna leave that to your imagination. Once again. Okay, so there is the bumper cave, which you need the cloak for. And spoilers, I have the cloak. I have cloak. Cloak Haver would be my cheat commando name. It's not a very good name, right up there with Firebird, son. Although don't tell Commander Flashfight that. He believes Firebird to be such an excellent commando name. You need a cape, but not hookshot. I already knew that. I can prove it. It's just a piece of heart, but we're still gonna go there and get it. Just watch my TMVA of Link to the Past, son. I knew that you could get this without the hookshot. I wanted to show you kids how to bump into the bumper and fall off a ledge. So that way you know. Whenever I do something stupid in a video game, it's just a teaching moment. Poof. Poof. I guess foop would be poof backwards. That's what we should be doing. We should be fooping. Neat. Goddamn birds cheating ass fuck things when I'm in midair. Poof! Are you gonna hit me now, huh? Get smoked. Thought maybe that tree had a secret in it that I somehow never knew about. I probably ran into damn near every tree in this game when I was a kid, replaying it so much. Yes, of course, well, once again, I'm not punished for it. How did he do it? What's in the box? $300? That's my director's cut ending to 7. Oh, come the fuck on, it's in just the right spot. That's my punishment, is that I can't get back in the damn transporter. Well, let's go all the way back. Over to here. It's what Miyamoto wants. It's what Miyamoto wants. I did buy your item, didn't I? Yeah, he specifically told me. He specifically told me. Now remember, our golden sword is also up on Death Mountain. And as long as it doesn't require Quake to get into Turtle Rock, we can actually do Turtle Rock now. I don't believe you need the bow and arrow to do Turtle Rock. I don't believe you need the bow and arrow to do Turtle Rock. But I could be full of shit. It's been known to happen. Made up nonsense in my 10-Fay ramblings? It's more likely than you think, son. Click here to get fully scanned. All right, we're gonna do this right. Get the ledge. Get my bombs ready. So Peppy Hair can appraise my useful. Useful? Good thing he's not evaluating my English. Well, thanks. Just what I needed. More bombs. How did you know? How did you know? Alright, now we're gonna go do Kingstone. Now we're gonna use the cool warp way to do it, but since we have the power glove or the Titan's Mitt, we could actually just lift these rocks. I don't want that 20 rupee. Sour grapes. I got glottal air from lying to myself. I will, however, take the blue rupee. 609. Not quite the powerful number we need. And now we can finally get those 3 items from the back half of Hyrule Escape that we wanted so badly before. Gotta remember how to navigate the damn Dark World graveyard. Boom. Well, look at that, the red shield. There's the key we needed. Okay. We haven't saved in a while. I guess let's head up the mountain next. There's how we're doing these days. Oh wait, this man will heal us. Old man kisses, they called me. I'd like to think it's because he always had a bag of Hershey Kisses, so he'd give you one. He's like, it's not the only kiss you're getting. Ho, ho, ho. Let me get some Carmex for my chapped lips. Before we do anything else, I want my butter sword. Everything butter sword. So let's head upstairs. This isn't the way upstairs. I believe the bottom cave is the one we wanted, but I was going to say they all link together. Oh wait, there's a trick you can do in this version. If you use the mirror while pushing a block in the 1.0 version of the... Oh, this isn't going to fucking work because I can't hover like Andy. I forgot. I'm so used to watching Andy, the professional Link to the Past randomizer player, that I thought that you just go that way because he always hovers. If you can mash the A button like fucking 60 times a second or whatever and do that, you can float above bits. But if you fuck it up for even one input, you fall. Only Andy can do it. That's not true, but he's the only one I know. I don't know how many damn Link to the Past randomizer speedrunners you expect me to have on call at any given moment. Total Recall. Alright, let's see what old Turtle Rock's got for us today. We gotta hit the pegs anti-clockwise. Okay, good, it's ether. I knew it would be either or either it ain't. Alright, before we actually go in there, like I said, I do want my golden sword. And that'll give us an excuse to loot some of these treasures over here. Precious treasures. It's like Kafka when he started turning all the espers into magicite. They're warm to the touch. What treasures? At least that's what Ted Woolsey said says he said. And why would he lie? Why would he lie? Poor fairy. She thought she was free, and then immediately she got snatched away by the elf boy. You did all of that just so I couldn't have that magic container. That's hateful. It's hateful is what it is. I think you might be able to run into these. Nope, maybe there's the northern ones. There's one of these that watching people competently once again play the game, I've noticed you can actually dash into, but I'm not sure which one it is. Not that one. Never that one. I need my magic mirror. Oh yeah. I could feel the power of my sword throbbing through my hands. My thick, turgid master sword. Alright, what's the best way to clear these caves out? Since I don't normally do them. Super Bunny Cave, I believe they call it. Because there's a way to get in here as Bunny Link, but obtaining an item makes it where Bunny Link can temporarily use items until you, like, leave the area. Something like that. It sounds crazy enough that I'm not making it up, right? I honestly don't remember how many items there are to get in Dark World Death Mountain. I like how Death Mountain between the Light and Dark World doesn't really change. I mean, it changes, but it doesn't change into something completely different. Like Monty Python, son. It just becomes a more darker Death Mountain. The hobo's fire sheds no light. I see. It's good to know. That's good to know. Oh, don't forget there's chests and shit in here that we never get. For a brief moment, I thought I didn't have the fire rod. Oh God, I'll never learn. Well, if you're going a certain distance across your items, it might be quicker to open the menu. See, I've learned that I'm not bad at the game. You're bad at watching me play the game. Baka. Baka 10F viewer. Pro tips. Hook shot makes you invincible if you use it correctly, that is. Yep. You gotta have keys. Not quite. Not quite what we were going for with that second one. Whoosh. Now, if I'm recalling correctly, in the bottom left of this room is where you normally find the map, I believe. But there is a treasure chest. And it does gotta be open. Don't be blinky, bro! Hey, don't tase me, bro. That's another one of those classic memes that all you kids have to remember. You just gotta remember, don't tase me, bro. Don't forget me, bro, is what the don't tase me, bro guy would say. Oh, excuse me, I forgot if you're looking at that eyeball, you're not allowed to go through. That's the rule of eyeballs. I didn't make them up, but I hate them. Waiting for them slimes to come out the floor. Whoosh! And now to smack y'all with a hammer and get my magic back. Or a key. I forgot. I forgot he was designated to just drop a key. Red boomerang. Don't you snap at me. I knew you were going to. I knew it. Now careful, they're like literally the most damaging enemy in the game. Well, they were guarding the shovel. That gets us exactly one check in the Haunted Grove where old Stumpy hangs out. Well, in the Light World version of it. Stumpy's not there in the Light World. That's the gist of the tragedy that is old Stumpy. The tragedy of old Stumpy. I always remember the first time I met old Stumpy. He gave me an ocarina, but he called it a flute. Said that I could have a duck carry me around the world. It's the last time I interacted with old Stumpy, because he was nuttier than a fruitcake. Powder. I couldn't double powder. Double powder power. Ew. You guys look like a bunch of assholes that need ethering. Whoosh. And then, just because you continue to menace me with your floating ass upper skulls, you're getting a bomb boost. You did it to yourself, son. When you joined Ganondorf's Legion of Hateful Monsters. The big key. That feels somewhat vanilla. It'd be the slogan for my brand of artificial vanilla extract. You almost think you were eating vanilla. And you only had to shit your pants for 2 days after using my new miracle vanilla substitute. It's like when Bender wanted to become a chef and he wanted to cook that weird space like slug thing, and he went to the Emerald Lagasse alien, and there was like a yellow version and a purple version, and he asked Bender which one he wanted, and he was like, I don't care. And one of them, it might have been the purple version, he said causes horrible nightmarish diarrhea, and Bender's not even looking, he's just leaning on the counter and it's just like, whatever. You'd almost think Bender was a shitty person / robot. Who knew? Now we know for a fact that the Mimic Cave contains naught but a piece of heart. James Rolfe notwithstanding. Plus we can't actually clear it because we need... Oh no, we don't need the bow because these are regular mimics. That can be killed. My favorite kind. Killing mimics, we call them. Looky here, Lester. Looks like we got us a mess of them killing mimics. Hooey! Somebody get my finest bottle of corn liquor. Okay, we got to remember exactly how we want to do this. Because if I go towards you, you're going to walk away, and it's going to make me sad. This is where we kind of would want the bow and arrow. What else could you be hit with? Ice rod? No. Fire rod? No. Hook shot? No. Bombos? You ain't got no bombos, Lieutenant Dan. What about just bombs? Peppy Hare, give me the strength. It worked! Peppy Hare teamed up with Leon Scott Kennedy to make bombs work, along with Phil Swift. If you use them correctly and throw them at mimics, bombs just work. Of course, I'm not doing it right now because they're getting hung on the wall. Phil Swift, I'm sorry I let you down. All right, set right there. About to say, how many fucking bombs can a mimic take? I can honestly say I've never cleared the Mimic Cave like that. Oh, that's right, it was a full heart container that was in there. Even James Rolfe had to respect it. Thanks for the mapperies. I would love to turn you into a full magic container, but I missed my one shot. I'm not gonna waste a potion on you. Man, you ain't worth the potion, man. You ain't worth the potion. Maybe this is the one you could charge into. It worked! I like those enemies are just weird little creepy eye things. That's their official canon name. Yeah, I didn't quite pull that one off, did I? Well, unfortunately, we are going to have to drink a potion because they've not been kind enough to replenish my magic yet. Hateful assholes that they are. Hop over here for fun. Yeah, that's right. We want to be on that one. Oh no, I'm a fool when I press directions when I shouldn't. When I shouldn't have order. Alright, well there's several treasure chests in here for us to have. Poof. Hey, hey, hey! Mr. Bow and Arrow? Mr. Bow and Arrow, please tell us why you had to hide away for so long. Doesn't quite work the same. I'll leave that up to the Electric Light Orchestra to correct. Both bows were here in the fucking laser bridge room? Really? Really? Miyamoto's behind it. Even the randomizer, he finds a way. Miyamoto finds a way, once again, to quote Jeff Goldblum from Jurassic Park. You think a randomizer comprised entirely of bows hidden in the Turtle Rock laser bridge can be completed? No, what I'm saying is, Tenfei finds a way. The bitching and the moaning, you don't understand. You start bitching and moaning while you're recording your YouTube Let's Play style video of Final Fantasy Link to the Past Randomizer, and you didn't stop to think if you should. And next thing you know, you're trapped in a Jeff Goldblum reference. At least I could quickly switch to the fire rod now and stop this damn ice head from spewing ice. Oh, it still won't let me change in the frozen time. Speaking of frozen time, get smoked, shitlord. Ow. I felt bad for Trihex, so I let him hit me once. Trihex, I honestly couldn't tell you off the top of my head. Come at me, bro. Bro Mai. Bro Bath and Beyond. These are more names you could call your friend group that you're hanging out with at your college dorm. I pledge Delta Delta Tenfei. Well, I wish we could walk over to Ganon's Tower and humble him and Agnaham, but unfortunately, we still got crystals to get. But I don't think there's anything in the game we can't access now that we got the damn bow and arrows. Both of them. To have. To shoot. Let's check what's in the Cane of Samaria cave before I leave. Now that we can access it. Oh, don't forget the Lake of Ill Omen, where we normally get the ether medallion from the cranky catfish. That's a thing we could do. Pretty sure we did the ether medallion, but just in case. Since I'm not marking anything down. Since I'm not Marky Mark and the randomized bunch. So, the Dark Palace, I forgot. Jess has the damn green pendant in it. How many? We only need one more crystal. Where the hell is it? The Eastern Palace, probably. We're probably close to go mode. Well, we're go mode as far as regular items are concerned. We're just not go mode as far as getting shit done. The part of go mode they never tell you about. Well, ain't we lucky boys today? Oh, I forgot, if you save and quit in the Dark World, you just start on top of the pyramid, which is fine. Cue the bowler-wearing dog from Gun Show, the Casey Green comic, saying this is fine. It's amazing. There's got to be like 10 times or 100 times, probably 1,000 times, maybe even a bajillion times as many people that know the "this is fine, everything is fine" dog comic where he's sitting in the burning kitchen and have no idea who Casey Green is. Get us a replacement potion for the road. I should have got me some green potion, but I'm not that worried about it. The motion of the potion in the ocean, son. I ain't rocking the boat. So yeah. We'll never know what Sarla Harla Hashala's item was, though, if we don't get the green pendant. We get to use this rarely used. See, this is crossing the overworld map in Final Fantasy 1 and go into places you never go, son. Like the Dr. Seuss book. I just felt like humbling some smug-ass Armo statues. You kids wouldn't fault me for it. God, it is so satisfying to use this. It's been years and years since I've had any reason to take this path here. This is why randomizers are so good. They're like one of the greatest things that's been created in regards to classic video games is the randomizer, son. I'm telling you. No wonder the roguelikes are so popular with the kids. God, these poor Armos knights at the end of this dungeon aren't going to know what hit them. Or they are going to know what hit them. It's an elf boy hero with a bow and silver arrows, but they're not going to have much time to react. They're not going to have much time to process that info as they're being slaughtered. It's like, to bring up Futurama yet again, when Zach Brannigan conquered that, like, planet, where the inhabitants, like, wove an intricate tapestry as he conquered their civilization of him conquering their civilization. I think that's the one where everybody gets a $300 tax rebate. And Fry uses it to drink so much coffee that he, like, enters bullet time. Boom. So you need that key right there. I think that's the sole reason you have to have the bow to beat Eastern Palace. Oh no, there's that's not true. There's red Armoses coming up here that you have to have the bow and arrow to kill. I always forget about them. My favorite 30s comedian, Red Armos. Hey, buddy. Oh, only takes one silver arrow. Oh, I forgot to charge my spin attack before I came in here. How embarrassing. Dead. Oh no, I threaded the needle. Somehow I did it. I don't need that shitty bomb. Hey guys, you remind me of a bunch of assholes I'm gonna kill. Oops. 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 I missed. Oops. The one time I missed is the one time I didn't yell oops. That's how you know it's legit. They don't give you enough time to charge your damn spin attack before the crystal lands. Damn it. Well, now we've got to march our ass all the way back up to the top of Death Mountain, enter the Dark World, and take care of business. The business of kicking Ganon's ass. And let me tell you, business is good. Wait, not the mirror. This thing. Let's go blow the rest of our rupees on arrow upgrades. And blow. And moon sugar. I want a quiver full of arrows on my back. And a Khajiit hooker's ass covered in moon sugar in my face, son. Now that's a Saturday evening. I'll take that. I'll take that. I don't really need more bombs, but I just felt like grabbing them while I was there. Don't fault me, sir. I mean, shit, we don't need more 55 arrows either, so why not? Fun. So we might be the game without the red mail. Or the mirror shield if they don't happen to be in Ganon's Tower. Whoosh! I hate how Death Mountain only has this one point. That's one thing I do like about the GBA remake of this game, because it has so many problems that I despise. Like giving Link the young Link from Ocarina of Time, yeah, every time he swings his sword. But one thing I do like about it is it actually adds a additional flute point, which is right up here in the top right where the turtle rock is in the Dark World. Of course, you know, it does make the game a bit more easier, a bit more casual. But who's complaining? Ain't nobody ever complained about casual video games. God, remember when that was like the threat to video games? Remember when you could go on V and be like, man, casuals are ruining games. And only that. Everything else about video games is still good. Who knew we'd miss those fucking days? Who knew we'd miss those fucking days? Never did get Quake, which is the best way to deal with these little things. Dead rocks, they might be called. They're named after the state you wish they were in and the thing they turn into. All right, Ganon. He's got his two Lionels trying to stop me. Lionel Richie. And Lionel hurts. Almost had me. Almost had me. You know what their poofy hair reminds me of? Do you remember that character like Granny Goodness from Superman, specifically the cartoon series? She was like Darkseid's like, I don't know, attendant or something? And she was real unpleasant, like everything related to Darkseid. Well, their hairstyle reminds me of her hairstyle. Alright, I happen to have all 7 crystals. Alright, we get to play the Ganon's Tower game. So the whole point of Ganon's Tower is to find the big key. And there's a shitload of chests down here to find it in. This is where a lot of randomizer races are decided. Who finds the big key first, son? There is a shitload of rooms here in Ganon's Tower that you would never normally enter, by the way. So keep that in mind. I've got to try to remember where everything is. Fine, I'll grab this rupee just because I know Henry and Margaret are watching. Everyone knows I need more money right here at this point in the game. Come on, big key. Just be in this room. Just be in this room. We can all get on with our lives. Nope. This room is very deviously designed, you'll notice. It's almost like Ganon's final fortress is full of his most devious puzzles. Or was it Agnaham that made these? I still don't quite know if they're the same person. What does the Nintendo Power comic have to say when it's not too busy introducing their OC Hawkman character that gets all the ladies? I want that box. Ooh. Heart contain. Fine, knock me overboard. I don't care. I'm the bigger man. This might be one of those instances where the blue boomerang is better. The Earth Cave Vampire chiming in. He's like, you mean all instances? You mean the natural state of the world? I did that for fun, just to prove I could. Boom. All my blinkiness was in the wrong quadrant. Did it wrong. That's okay. Wow. We came pretty damn close to getting all the hearts. Alright, we get to visit the appropriately named randomizer room. I may have shown it to y'all in my TMVA, but it's this room over here the speedrunners would never have a reason to go into. Or, you know, anyone just casually playing the game. You don't technically have to come over here. But there are 4 chests. Wow. I joke, but got damn near every heart. Somebody liked magic transporters that designed that damn room. Jesus. Alright, let's go over here and fight the Armos Knights. Now, that's... behind them is the vanilla location of the big key. So let's see if we're rocking vanilla yet again. Vanilla Gorilla. Let's just say if that box had been the big key, it would have been fantastic. Let's smoke some Armos Knights, but this time they're on ice. Just like Reptar. Oh no, there's an elf boy on the ice. What are Armos statues supposed to do when there's an elf boy on the ice? Somebody get their mom. Oh, big key. French vanilla. Well, we gotta open the big chest just because we're here. Let's see if we proc vanilla red armor. I want to go through this door! Damn you, Miyamoto. This is just a fun little room you could pop in for a bit of the fairies. That's how I describe the fairy brothel for Mishizoku reviewers. Yeah. Well, they made it kind of red. Alright, we're ready to finish the fight. What's the best way to do this room? Sword beam. You know, I don't even know if you have to kill the mimics. I think you just push this. Yeah. I'm here trying to think of 5-dimensional ways to hit that red mimic with a bow and arrow. And I realize you don't even gotta. You don't even gotta. Oh. Let's walk your ass up here. I do like how if you're grabbing the statue and press directions, you can just command them to walk. It's like that time Calvin's clothes in Calvin and Hobbes came to life and intentionally flew onto his body and dressed him like a crazy mismatched lunatic. And then his pants made his legs move forward so that it could walk him out of the house to school. That's one of those weird Calvin and Hobbes, because obviously, well, I say that, but obviously Calvin's clothes didn't actually come to life and do that. But he's so committed to the bit that in the last panel, his mom is there at like the kitchen table and she's like, "Did you get dressed in the dark? What in the world is wrong with you?" And he just angrily yells, "I don't want to talk about it," as he's being forcefully walked out of the house by his sentient pants. So, of course, that's dangerous thinking, because if I'm going to sit here and start saying that his clothes didn't actually come to life, then maybe Calvin's stuffed tiger friend doesn't secretly come to life when he's not around anybody else. Of course, God, I can't believe we've gotten caught in a discussion about the psychology of Hobbes the Tiger from Calvin and Hobbes, because Calvin acts like Hobbes is in his fully animated form, even when we're seeing Calvin from an outside point of view. So it's not like Calvin ever sees him as the stuffed animal. So you can't really say that he just magically comes to life when no one else is around Calvin. But then again, sometimes things happen with Calvin and Hobbes that you're like, how would Calvin do that to himself? Like there's one storyline in early Calvin and Hobbes where Calvin wants to become like an escape artist. So he has Hobbes tie him to a chair in his room. And it keeps cutting to his parents downstairs who are yelling at him that dinner's ready. And like they keep getting madder and madder because he's taking so long to get downstairs. And when his dad finally comes up there, he sees him tied to the chair, and his dad's like, "You tied yourself to a chair?" And even as a kid, I was like, but how could he do it? How could he do it without Hobbes? Is Hobbs real? How can Hobbs the tiger be real if our eyes aren't real? The true answer to all of these quandaries, by the way, is that Hobbs the tiger just lives in your heart. Hobbs the tiger is like Jesus, son. You don't need proof of his existence. You just have to know that he's in your heart. Have you accepted Hobbs the tiger as your personal savior? You could do a lot worse, I'll tell you that. We're having the best time going through Ganon's Tower. I'm telling you. Hey, buddy. Bye, buddy. Oh boy, I get to smoke some Lamolios. Oh. I missed. I shot my silver arrow at the Lamolia and I missed. Shot another Lamolia and I missed again. I passed out. When I woke up, I had a blue potion in my mouth. One of these has magic, I believe. Oh yeah, a little magic. Come on. Come on, man. At least spring for the full-size magic. Reveal the floor to me with ether. I do like just here in this dungeon that the Wizrobes are upgraded to Skellington Wizrobes. Obliterated those moose men. Tell me, moose man, are you made of moose meat or man meat? Do you remember the like cartoon/water cartoon show? I can't remember which one was Nickelodeon, which was Cartoon Network, that had the ignoramuses. Am I the only one that remembers the ignoramuses? Do you remember the one where like the possum wanted to live in a trash can with a space heater in it? Or no, it was like a mailbox. But the mail carrier, who had a specially designed hat with their name on it, kept yelling at him, "Yeah, you got me fucking good, Miyamoto. You got me good. Let's go again." Oh, dear gee. Nope. We're doing what we should have done to start with. Now we're going to stand here until that sconce goes out. And then we're going to light them all. I'm going to shoot him and light him. I can't stop slipping and sliding. Let's see if I have enough time and have done enough crime. Nope. Nope. Can't have anything. Can't have anything. Not Miyamoto's world. Not Miyamoto's world. All right, let's see if my dumbass can navigate this fucking platform that I've once again done 20,000 times in my life. Ganon's goal now, because he knows he can't physically stop me, is just to make me have such a bad time being so angry and petulant playing my favorite video game in a randomized form. That's the only way he can truly win. Well, we don't have to open them, but just for you kids, I'm going to open these final few chests. See if the Quake medallion or the red mail or the mirror shield is in one of them for fun. Well, look at that! Quake medallions for fun! Well, I had to cast Quake at least once before the end of the game. Just so we don't let John Romero down. Or John Cusack. Both of them are big Quake fans, I believe. You know, I've never actually played Quake 1 and 2. I've only ever played Quake 3 Arena. Is that bad? You kids gonna unsubscribe from me now? How did he do it? That was fun. And then there's this asshole. Yeah, this is what I'm going to do, is deal with your nonsense. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. Somehow he's almost got me anyway. Perfect. All right, time for the validation chest. The last chest of the game. Glottal air overwhelms me at the thought of it. The sentimentality. I went in the wrong direction. Yep, Peppy Harry right at the end, telling us that our bomb's use could be wiser. Our bomb use could stand to be just a mite bit wiser. Also, our choice of potato chip brands. Man, has Wise ever made good potato chips? Their cheese doodles are good. Okay, I see. Miyamoto has decided that I couldn't walk up them stairs no matter how hard I pressed up. No matter how hard I pressed up. Never be angry, though. It's the only way he wins. You know what's worse than one Aghanam? 3 Aghanams. You know what's worse than biting into an apple and finding one Aghanim? Finding half an Aghanim. Actually, this is great, because we're getting all kinds of non-blue balls to smack that motherfucker with, son. Aghanim never thought he could catch so many balls. Yeah, of course you would angle it just fucking right, you piece of shit. You piece of shit. Get smoked, shit lord. And as always, the duck inexplicably works in the Dark World. I think somebody pointed out a theory once that maybe as you're defeating Ganon and Aghanim, the boundaries between the worlds has become weak enough right here at the end that the duck is able to get through. But I don't know. Could also just be made up nonsense. Alright, I think we could fight Ganon with the supplies we have. I believe in us. Let's do it. I mean, we got the gold sword. The Hemiptera or true bugs are an order of insect. Oh, you're just actually teaching us something like the tree thing earlier. That's not a funny joke. Learning is never fun. That's another thing Calvin taught me in Calvin and Hobbes. There's a Sunday strip, Calvin and Hobbes, where they see a snake in the woods and they're following it around, and Calvin's talking about how cool it is and wondering how it works and how it moves without arms and legs. And Hobbes is like, hey, why don't you go to the library and read a book about snakes? And then at the last second, Calvin's like, wait a minute, this is summer vacation. I ain't reading a book and learning nothing. And Hobbes the tiger's like, I think if you learn something of your own accord, it counts as having fun. And the last panel is just them looking at a book on snakes and saying, cool. Son, we learned a valuable lesson. Son, Bill Watterson taught us. He also taught us how to have true integrity, boys. You'll never find integrity like Bill Watterson. I'm telling you, that man threw away a fortune for his integrity. I pray that I don't outlive him, because I can't live to see the day that, his estate, he dies and his estate gets the right to Calvin and Hobbes, and they just start running it in the ground. I mean, Robot Chicken already did that fucking awful skit that was only topped by their terrible fucking Homestar Runner skit. Those two things combined are the reason I've never watched Robot Chicken since. Even if I reference it, son. Oh, you gotta have both sconces for Ganon. He's that kind of pig man. He's that kind of pig man. He's a two-sconcer, they call him. He also uses a third of the roll of toilet paper when he wipes. His hand looks like a damn Gibdo mummy when he goes to wipe his pig ass off. By the time he's done wrapping toilet paper around it. You're like, I got an uncle a lot like Ganon. I think everybody's got an uncle like Ganon. Well, with that note, we somehow beat the game, boys. Just when my Cossacks started aching, son. Just in time, and I'm at the last swig of my bottle of water. Well, that was fun. Let's see how fast the ending is in the randomizer. Well, there you go, boys. That weren't a bad initial randomizer. I'd say the Ice Palace was my biggest stank. Although we did kind of get cheated by having both bows be in the laser bridge at the ass end of Turtle Rock. Come on. Come on. Not even Andy Lasso, or whatever his full name is, could be expected to deal with such nonsense. Oh, you'll notice they've done some little joke credits here. Saltbush's Homecoming. Well, there you go. We'll just have to keep fiddling with the settings as we try different randomizers. There's all kinds of crazy shit you can do, son. There's all kinds of crazy shit. Just like how Strong Badia, they have all types of crazy crap, including Crazy Go Nuts University. Bully makes a friend. That's not a joke. That's what it says in the default game. What the hell is this? What the hell is this? I guess they couldn't speed this part up. Your uncle believes. I do like our color scheme here at the end. As much as I like the red tunic, the blue tunic goes with the golden sword so good. Candle for sale. That might be a Zelda 1 reference. That might be a Zelda 1 reference. The witch, I mean, she does love mushrooms. I love the like lore world building that the tree beside the witch's brew is discolored. As a kid, I always imagined like all the chemicals and potions and such emanating from her cauldron. Messed up its pH balance. Yeah, you two are real fucking important to the plot, I tell you. Explosion boy explodes again. We never dug up whatever was here. What do we think was there? The mirror shield? We're just going to say the mirror shield was there. There's a spoiler log that gets generated along with the ROM file. I guess I could look up where the mirror shield is just so you kids know. That's something ZFG does at the end of his Ocarina of Time randomizers. During the ending where Ganon's getting sealed away and Zelda plays a sad song that sends Link back in time. And you're like, and creates the multiple timelines, Uncle Tenfei? Get the hell out of here with your Hyrule Historia fanfiction bullshit. No. The bomb holding kid. We never caught nothing in a bug net. That's the price you pay. That's the price you pay. And the lost old man is still a lost old man. You know he walked all the way up there and got to the end of that bridge and saw that he needed the hammer and was like, God damn it. Damn it. Where's that elf boy with my magic mirror? Although he gave us the tempered sword. Dancing pickles. No wonder that thief is mad. And the broken heart sleeps again forever. The owner of a lonely heart. James Rolfe right at the end ruining the whole playthrough by yelling out, more like owner of a lonely fart. Ass! Oh, I guess it's going to... Okay, yeah, the credits seem a bit sped up. You know what would speed them up even more? If I held down the tab key. Ooh! Okay, I guess if you want to learn about the people that made the randomizer, you can read all this shit. Oh, look! There's the things we did. There's the things we did. That's neat. 181 out of 216. Are we going to get Link taking off his tunic, son? Like Samus Aran? Did we do good? Did we do good? Ben. Okay, well there's our final status. Well, that was fun. I'll have to do some more of these for y'all later. Just let me know if you're having a good time. Just let me know if you're having a good time. It's the only way I can know. It's the only way I can know the truth.